good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you guys are at. I think we're live. I'm just going to check and see on chat and stuff. Yeah, I see myself popping through. Do I see you guys? I'm just seeing silence on my end. So I'm going to check and see chat. I want to see confirmation that you are hearing me. Let me know in the chat. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a hello. Give me something so I know. It looks like I'm good, but I just want to make sure. I am doing exceedingly well. Things are exceptional. And I'm on vacation, so let's hang out and talk Splinterlands. Hey guys, it's a good day. It's a good day to be alive. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, look at Chinosuke pulling a black arcane. Let's go. Black arcane of the Gorgug too. I would say that's a huge pull. Well done. I don't know Chino, but I bet Chino is glad to be holding that card. Are we good? Let's see chat. I don't see anything popping through yet. Let's see. Come over here to... I'm seeing likes. Okay. I'm seeing likes and I'm seeing myself. So I'm going to trust that I'm good. I'm going to keep going. Guys, I hope you're doing awesome. I hope you're having fun with Conclave. I know I am. I've been having some... I literally had some crazy world-class pulls. World-class. I want to see somebody who had better pulls than me in a 10-pack rip. I don't know that there is such a thing. I'm exceedingly pleased. I'm in fact overwhelmed by how I did with that. So if truth be told. So, yeah, that's cool. And I'm going to rip some more packs today. I've got some more packs. I also have, I don't know, there's so many things to talk about. I think there's market card analysis to be done. We could go through the market. And I think in moments like this, you've heard me talk about the game within the game before. I think moments like this cause turmoil in the marketplace because people don't know what real value is and they therefore don't understand price. If a card is going to end up being meta, it won't necessarily even be known. And that creates this confusion in the marketplace where we don't know what the floor or the ceiling of different assets actually are. I think all that translates to a lot of opportunity for those who kind of can navigate and justify their own purchases. That's the thing. Do you have the strategies, the techniques, the ability, the mindset to go to the marketplace of Splinterlands and understand the difference between price and value? I don't think I will get tired of talking about that because I actually see that as one of the greatest joys in Splinterlands. It's not just a blockchain-based video game where I fight you and you where I win. There's this detailed and thoughtful analysis of the marketplace where if you do that better than me, you're going to stretch your allowance, your dollars, your investment in a more meaningful way than I might. And that is the game within the game. That's how somebody with $1,000 can beat somebody with $10,000. That's how somebody with $1,000 can multiply that in a faster way, not just by playing and winning in the game, but by playing and winning the market. And so that's something I want to talk about even today. I prepared other videos that are coming out tonight, tomorrow, and that'll be a piece of what we talk about for sure. But that's like a moment like this is particularly important for that. So that's good. So we'll spend some time there. I'll look at the chat, see what you guys want to talk about. I want to look at some of the black foil arcanes and gold foil arcanes on the marketplace. Some of those price points are going to be crazy, and they already are. What's being bought, what's being sold. Let's see if we can blow ourselves or surprise ourselves with what the Splinterlands ecosystem is saying and doing. What else? Yeah, we're going to rip packs. I've got, I think, 40 or 50 more regular packs. I also have I think I have 5 legendary packs. So we'll rip those today. And yeah, I don't know. Let's see what you guys want to talk about too. We could also record our FAQ video for later on. So we'll go through the comments section too. So if you guys have comments that you want me to answer, drop comments and maybe just drop the word question too. That way I'll make sure I see it. Supreme Victory Studios. Good to see you, pal. Hi all. Ian Phillips. The new cards are so much fun, honestly, giving new life to the game. Absolutely, they are. They're every time there's a new issuance of cards in the game, there's the same thing happens. It's predictable, it's foreseeable, and that's part of why people like me have believed in Splinterlands for so long, because it's not just about what could this be? A lot of crypto projects are like, what could this be? You know, think of the moon missions, think of the Mars missions, 10x, 20x, 100x. Like the talk is not, hey, this is fun, or here's why it will keep being fun. The talk is, this is going to 10x, or it's going to make you rich. Splinterlands has never been about that. And even with my channel and how I talk about finances on Splinterlands, you'll notice I say things like, it provides trivial rewards across a long time horizon that can add up meaningfully. And that's why finances are important, but it's got to be also what you're talking about, Mr. Phillips, or Ian, I'm going to say. I think it's Ian probably, right? The new cards are so much fun. It's giving new life into the game. This is a predictable, foreseeable thing. When new additions come, there's new entertainment, there's new synergies, there's new connections, there's new metas, there's new ways to win, both in the game and again within the game within the game. So there's complexity and there's agency and there's, you know, all of that translates to entertainment. It's not just an opportunity, it's fun and rewarding. And so I'm glad you think so too. But that's where my 7-year commitment to the game has come from, right? I've been playing this game for 7 years. I think it's been 7 years. January 7 years, maybe January 7 years. You can get this information by coming in and clicking on your name in the battle window or the rank window, and you'll see that I've been here since January 2019. So yeah, January will be 7 years. We are fast approaching that, to be honest. Yeah, we're already 6.5 years I've been playing this game, and almost every single day. And I still am as interested. No, I'm more interested now than I've ever been. Not just because of Conclave, but I would say ever since, that's been true for like the last, maybe it's been a year or two. It might have been, I can't put my finger on it now, but it might have been the distinction, me kind of falling in love with Modern League. I started recognizing how fun it was to play in Modern, human versus human again, and also synergies that are only possible here, and then the complexity of navigating the Modern experience as compared to the Wild, which is very different. And now with Survival, which I'm also enjoying, that's another level, and Land 1.75 has captured my attention and made me believe that Land is far closer to a breakthrough than I previously would have thought. And I've long believed that Land in Splinterlands is an exciting venture. Again, that's more that you can hear venture. The language I'm talking about is more for the financial side. It has not yet been a satisfying entertainment-based experience, the land component. The fun isn't necessarily there yet, but I think that too is coming. And even as the trade hub have been built out, and as we can now farm grain or wood or stone or iron, the complexity of land going from 1.5 to 1.75 has really transformed. And for these 4 resources, then also plus aura and black foil potions, it starts to become that complexity that I was alluding to within the marketplace of Splinterlands from the card market. And that's, again, now it's no longer just, it's starting. So my point is that the land is starting to develop the financial gamification that I find so satisfying and that has kept me playing Splinterlands for 6.5 years. And this will only grow. And I see now with Cryptomancer in the seat driving, paid by the DAO, that this is likely the next levels for this 2.0 and beyond are closer than you think. Items and spells, more resources on land. And that's why people agree. People like Jeff Opens Cards, a friend of mine who came on and covered, we were talking all things Splinterlands recently. And he talked about he has a region of land, which is 1,000 plots of land. And he said to me that he wouldn't sell any of it. He said he just couldn't imagine, he would be devastated if he sold any of it and found that he needed it in the future. And 1,000 plots of land is crazy. To give you some context, I have 10 plots of land right here in region 10, and I'm utilizing 360. I am utilizing, I want to say owned. production. I'll tell you right now, I'm utilizing, let's go here, 10. Now, I'm utilizing 370,000 DEC to activate 10 plots of land. So add 2 zeros to that, right? Because 10 plots turns into 100 plots when you add a 0. So that's $360 turns into $3,600, turns into $36,000 to stake the DEC into the land in order to really fully adequately activate the land. Do you see how complex and expensive and how long-term a project like that is? But a guy like Jeff Opens Cards says, I couldn't imagine letting go of any of it, because even though that's a huge expenditure, even though I haven't fully utilized it yet, I just imagine a future where I'm going to want it. Not only that, but he bought a second region like last week or something like this, and it was all over X if you didn't see it. Point is, I'm not the only one excited about land. There are major players who are making moves in land, and there's more coming, I'm sure. And so, yeah, thanks for the comment. I definitely agree. This is a exciting new moment for the game, but it's not just about Conclave. It's about this predictable, foreseeable future where there's going to keep being new issuances of cards and added complexity to the game of Splinterlands, which is going to continue to build out that fun that you're referring to. And you're speaking to it because there's new cards, but I'm saying yes, and there will be other new cards, and there'll be other new utilities, and there'll be other new functionality, and there'll be other new game modes, and all of that to me says you want to be here now and not here in 3 years or 4 years. That's my opinion. So yeah, guys, I mean, I also want to say I've seen more people signing up for Splinterlands. That's great. If you guys want, there's an ambassador link in every video description. Sign up, join, play. You can play for free now, but I don't think, I think the exciting thing is that there are inexpensive ways to play, because truly the free play opportunity is fun and cool and worth testing, especially if you want to see if you agree that it's fun. I'm telling you it's fun. Do you agree? You could try for yourself for free. But the cool thing is that with Conclave, there's new free there are new inexpensive ways to get in, particularly with standard packs, of which with starter packs, of which for 1,000 DEC, you get 5 cards. That is 4 times, it's $3 cheaper than the standard. Now the standard pack at $4 gives you an opportunity for epics or legendaries or gold foils or black foils or gold foil arcanes. And so that's crazy. And by the way, you can rip one with one $4 pack, which is in and of itself inexpensive and awesome and cool. But the starter packs are an entry way. So if you're getting started in Splinterlands, starter packs, man. Starter packs. I bought 60 of them today. We're going to rip some of those. We'll start there in a minute. I just want to check in with more of the chat and just keep chatting with you guys and saying hello. M. Thompson, hi, no more modern for me with no Chaos Legion with wild worth 3,000 DEC. I think Thompson is saying, first of all, he had primarily a Chaos Legion deck, and now Chaos Legion is no longer in the Modern League. And then he's saying, is Wild worth the DEC investment? Well, the first thing you should know is that next season, the Wild fee is being waived. And so it's actually 2,000 DEC. Why do I have 50 energy? That's lame. My X-Bot obviously wasn't activated. That's okay. I'll deal with that later. We can rip through some modern matches actually too while we're at it. But Wild League usually costs 2,000 DEC to buy a permit to play in this league, and that's because any card is available here, and actually there are bots that run in Wild, and so there are accounts that want to automize. They want to automatically run their accounts, and they do so with certain bot accounts. And then they produce a certain amount of SPS through that process. So the game charges a 2,000 DEC permit to play every single season in Wild. Now there's 19 hours left in this season, but the next season, in 20 hours from now, there will be no fee for the next season in Wild. That's the first note. The second note is I actually think it's worth it to play in Wild, even for 2000 DEC. So one of the things you need to look at is like the finances of that. If you imagine 1,000 DEC is $1, which is where we're at roughly, with the DEC being almost at peg, call it $2 to buy your permit. The question then is, can you make $2 worth of SPS playing in the game, playing in Wild? I think for most people at most levels, that's going to be true. Look at me. That's a brawl. Let me show you some non-brawl battles. Wow, it's been 5 days, 6 days. Dang, that's bad news for my bot. I have not been running my bot. That means that's okay. So we'll just look at this last win, and we go 3860, and we go for this last win, and when we skip battle, we see that I got 10 SPS for that win, and that's in Wild. That's with a bot. That's at 3860, which is champ 2, champ 3 probably, or I actually don't know. Let's see. Close that. Is that champ 2? Yeah. Okay. Oh no, it's champ 3. It's champ 3. I'm 180 points out of champ 2, from 2. Okay, so that's a champion 3. And I have a strong deck. And maybe you don't have that good of cards, but if you have a good Chaos Legion deck, which by the way is still not expensive at all because Chaos Legion packs are being given away for 55 cents a pack. The other day I ripped 200 of them and I pulled a gold foil. I spent $90 on 200 Chaos Legion packs in the marketplace here. You come into other items and you'll find the Chaos Legion packs. I bought 200 of these for 45 cents each. They're now 56 cents each, but you can see there's 20,000 packs there. These are great quality packs. You know what? We're going to rip some of these right now. Let's go 90. So I'm going to buy 90 of these. That's $50. Oh, I don't have that much. Okay, let's just buy a few then. Let's get 10 more. Can I do 20 more? Yeah, I can do 30 more. Let's get 30 more. So we'll rip 30 of these packs right now, 40 of these packs right now. These have great cards in them. Chaos Legion was a very powerful set. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because, again, within the context of the conversation, the question is, can you have success in Modern with just Chaos Legion? I think, first of all, you can. And second of all, you should be making more than the DEC expenditure for your permit. That's the question. And I'm trying to point you to the fact that there's really affordable cards right here. There's 40K. I just bought Chaos Legion packs for 55 cents, and there's still thousands and thousands and thousands of these packs. And these are quality cards. They're amazing cards. If you don't already have a max Chaos Legion set, and if you like the game, and if you believe in the future, this is maybe where you start. I don't see any way around it. In fact, in my opinion, and I think I'm the only one who still says this, I don't think anybody else agrees except for maybe Gathering the Magic. I think Chaos Legion cards are woefully underpriced. I think ultimately, if a player base of this game grows, these cards will appreciate. And so for all those reasons, I wouldn't so much be discouraged by the permit pass cost of Wild. I would start to understand that, first of all, the SPS outlays that are made possible, or the victories that you're going to be able to claim in that league next season for free with no permit pass, and then moving forward with a permit pass, is probably going to outweigh your DEC cost. And then also, with this being so affordable, it's maybe a moment and an opportunity to pick a lane and run down that a little way. If you can't get into the Conclave, which are so exciting and so fun, if you can't get into Rebellion, which are in and of themselves really scarce and rare and expensive, Chaos Legion is very cheap. Let's rip those packs and see what we get. This is my... Oh, we got to look at this together. This is yesterday's. Let's see if we can do this again. No, we can't. Just check this out. This is the last 10 packs I opened yesterday. Conclave. Look at this craziness. This was in a long video last night that I released, 55 minutes or something like that. But this was my very first card of these last 10 packs. Legendary Gold Foil Craniacs. These are all Conclave cards. This card is now currently market value like $70, and I think that's low. Then I got 2 legendaries here, 2 legendaries here, and this Bristleborn Brigand Black Foil common card, which is probably $150 to $170 card. It's currently on the market, or mine's not being sold, but others are selling them for $170. And scroll down, we got, and yet we're not done yet, because right over here we got another Gold Foil Legendary. Gold Foil Legendary, and this is one of the better ones. I don't know what it's selling for now, but this is a really exceptional card, main tank. So anyways, that was yesterday. Let's open some packs. Let's open these 40 Chaos Legion. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. The fee is not necessarily too expensive, and then also there's ways to really maximize what you're doing with cheap chaos packs. And finally, you're gonna get a free season next season, so go ahead and try it. Ooh, let's go! Gold foil epic right out the gate. That's a lot of goldies, by the way. I'm muted. I'm gonna unmute. Legendary gold foil, let's go. No, but I'll take it. None of these cards are expensive on the marketplace. It's not a given that my finances are going to pay for themselves. Like, the cost of these cards might be less than the cost of the packs. But that's the fun of it. Like, you're getting quality cards for 50 cents in a pack, and you're kind of wondering, maybe will I hit a some crazy gold foil legendary? It's possible. I could hit 2 gold foil legendaries in 2 packs, in 1 pack, and you just never know. You never know until you open it. And I'm getting lots of legendaries here. These are great. These are great cards that I'm going to want and I'm going to use, and I'm happy to own. You know, some of these summoners, that's the last thing I'll say on Chaos Legion before we move back into maybe more conclave conversation. These cards are exceptional. These cards are really exceptional. Grandmaster Wraith's amazing. Obsidian's great. You know, Mycelic Slipspawn, amazing card. Kelly Frendel, one of the best rare summoners in the game, probably. You know, these are great cards, and I think they always will be. And so for the cost point of what they are, I think 50 cents is crazy and worth it. But the other side of that conversation is, you know, what if you started looking at starter packs? Let's open some starter packs here in a minute. I just want to check out on the chat and see if there's anything going on. Devin says good evening. Jason says good evening. Supreme Victor, loving the SPS rewards in Modern. I haven't seen them recently. We'll have to play a battle or two here. I'm sure they're great, though. I know they are always great. I'm used to seeing 10 SPS per win in Modern at the sort of the Champ 3 or Diamond 1 level that I usually play at, and I'm very pleased by that. I'm not sure where you play Supreme Victor Studios, but yeah, you know, Modern's great. There's a lower player base. It's all player to player because there is no bot allowed, and that's a lot of fun, especially now with the Conclave set, which, by the way, I have a higher than normal selection of, meaning like I have more Conclave cards than probably most people will, so I probably should be really playing today in Modern. I should try and grind in Modern to see what that looks like. Maybe we can do that a little bit later. Jason B Channel says oh yeah, God evening and good evening, Jason, to you. Banana says Modern without chaos is so much more fun. I haven't tested it yet, Bananas, but thanks for coming through, and I like your new image. Also, I saw your reply to me on X about your how successful your pulls were on. I think you had 150 alchemy packs and you ripped like 6 or 7 black foils and 1 gold arcane or something. You did great, man. Good for you, Bananas. M Thompson, yes, is wild worth it. Nice. Okay. Devin, your bot was playing in survival. That's right, but Devin, you can play bot in survival and in wild. Actually, I believe I set it up to do so. I'm not going to change that right now because I don't want it to activate, but usually I have it set to play in wild and in survival. And then you can do this thing with your account where your certain cards are not permissible in survival because if they die, then so you want your best cards available sort of all season long, and then you want the bot to play with the rest in survival. Supreme Victor, 10 plus SPS a win. Yeah, absolutely nice. How can you 10 SPS per win translates to probably at least 100 SPS a day, at least. And 100 SPS a day that's 3,000 SPS a month, isn't it? 100 a day, because you can get 10 wins a day. That's crazy. That's really, really meaningful, guys. And I know it's trivial today, like 3,000 SPS, and you'd have to wait 4 weeks to unstake it because it comes to you staked. You know, that might feel like not that much, but the thing about that is that $30? Hang on, we gotta bring up the calculator here. Look at this, 10 SPS per win, and you can easily get 10 wins a day. Now you have to have the deck that I have in order to play at the level that I can, which is not a given for anybody. I have about $20,000 in cards probably. So, but let's say 10 SPS per win. You could rent the cards too. That's the other thing. 10 SPS per win, 10 wins a day, and that's modest, by the way, because you could do 12 wins a day, 15 wins a day. Some people do, but call it 10. That's 100 SPS, and then you go 30 days in a month. So in a month, my bad. In a month, you'd be pulling 3,000. But 3,000 divided by 0.011, that's what a US dollar valuation of every one of those tokens is. Oops, my bad. So 3,000 times by 0.011. So that's $33 a month. That's $1 a day. I'm making $1 a day playing Splinterlands just on my SPS returns because of, at the threshold I'm at. Now, those are trivial. I know I just told you I have a $20,000 deck, and you might think that's a crazy amount of assets in order to just be getting roughly $1 a day from your SPS. First of all, it's not. That's not my only avenue of success. I'm also getting, income and revenue from land. I'm also getting income and revenue from survival. There's some modern wins I'm getting. There's some wild bot wins I'm getting. What else? You can do tournaments. You got guild brawls. Guild brawls are paying SPS as well as, there's different merits. There's just so many different things. And if you wanted to tabulate it all, you still wouldn't probably justify yourself spending 20 grand on cards. The question isn't, does this game represent a financial investment that's going to make you rich overnight? That's not what this is. It's fun and rewarding. It provides trivial rewards on a daily basis, but they add up meaningfully across time. And so I agree with Supreme Victory Studios that 10 is great. Isolation says, which bot are you using? Xbot, Kegs, and just wait until SPS price pumps. Absolutely, Keegs. That's it. If SPS price was to go for a run to 5 cents, or to 50 cents, or to $1 one day. Now, are we 6 months away from that or 6 years away from that? I don't know. But to me, SPS actually could reach those levels. And what would that mean for the bag of SPS that I've been building across months and years of playing the game? That's the piece that people don't necessarily see because they're too fixated on what is my ROA for today. The trivial daily rewards that you're receiving when you play Splinterlands, they just add up across time. And then the question isn't how many units of SPS do I have, but how many units times what is the price? Is every SPS I have worth 1.1 pennies? That's what they are priced at today in 2025. Or am I going to sell them in a year? And what would they be worth then? Or 2 years or 5 years or 10? And what will they be worth at that time? Because if I don't sell them between now and then I just accumulate them until then I can think of every one of them as if they're $1. That's actually what happens, because the number of units you're being paid in, when we link it to the fiat currency valuation of today, we are tricking ourselves, because the reality is we don't have to sell it. Therefore, we don't have to accept the 1.1 pennies. We don't have to, but we can if we want. Great point, Keegs. I need a sip here, guys. I need a little drink. Also, my hair's annoying me. Okay. Let's rip some more packs. Okay, let's get in here. We're going to rip some of these. What should we do next? Look at this. We got 5 Conclave Arcana legendary packs. These have legendaries in the minimum. There's at least 1 legendary in there in every one of those packs. Minimum 1. Now, they also have the highest probability, the greatest likelihood that there'll be a black foil or a gold foil arcane in there, which is crazy. And if we get one of those, I'm going to lose my mind. In 5 packs, I'm going to lose my mind. 40 of the standard packs. These are the $4 packs. And they have a 1 in 4,000 pack chance of producing a black foil card. Now, we're going to be using black foil potions or midnight potions on these things, which is to say that it's 1 in 2,000. My actual odds are going to be 1 in 2,000 on those. So though, shot in the dark, we're not likely to hit it, but I've got a good feeling, guys. I got a good feeling about this. I need you to know that yesterday, I showed you before we moved on. Yesterday, I ripped some insane luck. I pulled across 618 standard packs. I opened 4 black foils. 4 black foils on 618. 600 and 658 packs was how many I ripped. Some of them Arcane, Conclave legendaries, and some of them Alchemy gold foil packs, and most of them, 618 of them, were standard packs. And yet, despite the math I just told you, I ripped 4 black foils, not to mention 5 legendary gold foils. So I feel good about my luck. We're going to start with this little appetizer over here for the Conclave Arcana. We'll rip these guys here, and we'll go from there. Let's go, baby. Good luck. Good luck. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Let's rip these 60. These 60, for those who don't understand, these are not going to use my potions because they don't even... I actually want to make sure there's no glitch here. I'm just going to go ahead and turn off my midnight potions. They should not be able to use my midnight potions, but I don't want to take the risk because I'm going to rip all 60. Because these are going to contain minimum. They're going to contain minimum 1 rare. Every pack, every single one of these 60 packs, minimum 1 rare and 4 commons. But they could also have 5 rares in there. And from what I hear, it's like more like 1.5 rares per pack is kind of what the math works out to be. You know, let's do 20 at a time. These are not going to be gold foil. They're not going to be black foil. They're not going to be GFAs, but they're going to be good quality cards. And I need more of these cards. I want to see summoners in particular. I want to see big units on the summoners. I want to see big rares. Okay, so let's slow that down a little bit. Did we get any big rares? Let's see. I'm looking for the numbers first. If there's any big number, I'd like to see the Kavar Skarn. How many rares did we opened? That was 20 packs. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So we just ripped 27 rares. 27 rares. And how many packs did I say? 20, I'll know in a minute. 27 rares is the count though, and I'd like to see the double on the clang trap over here. 27 rares. That's a great pull. That's a great pull. And that cost, that was 20 of these. I got 27 rares in 20 packs. I was only guaranteed 20 of them. That's great. Let's see if we can beat them. Let's see if we can do better. Let's do 10 this time because I want it'll be easier to count. Just move through the rares together. If it glows blue, it's a rare. That's a blue. So far, 3, 4 rare units, 5, and they could be multiples. These commons are not anything to laugh at. Like I'm moving along quickly because the truth is I want those summoners. But these commons are amazing. And I know for a fact they're going to help me win. I know they're going to change how I play the game. I know they're going to help me, be more and more at the highest levels of this game. These commons are not a joke. They're amazing. But this count are rares. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 10 units of rare. Let's see if that's all we got or if we got any doubles. The Water Diviner is an amazing card. This has got the Electrify, and that's super important, especially for 2 mana, which is a crazy, crazy card. I'd love to get that in the black foil version. I saw one on the market for 800 plus this morning. I think that's a no for me, but that's a no for me, dog. And more Platypus. I don't know. I'm a pass on him. We got ooh, I love Sky Chonk. I love her. The first time I saw her, I just thought she's a sassy little one. I like this one a lot. And Armor Strike is so good. 5 manas, maybe, I wish she was 4, but nevertheless, like it. Okay, let's keep going. So we're up to 3. We got 4. Ooh, Threga with the Pain Forge. She's interesting. I think I like her, especially at the max levels. You'll see her abilities. So we got 4 so far. Ooh, Faith. 5. Homunculus. 6. 7, 8 from the Happy Quokka. 9 from Swiftbeard, 10 from Razi, and 11 from the Archer Koi. So we did best so far when we pulled 20. We got 27, or you might say 13 and a half. This was 11. 11 rares. Let's keep going. So 11 plus 27. I'm going to keep a note of this. 27, 11. Okay, and then we're going to open 10 more. Open 10 more, I said. Part of me said before buying these, I should wait to buy these starter packs later. Like 9 months, 10 months out, a year out, when Conclave is done and sold out. Why? Because right now you got chances to get black foil arcanes and gold foil arcanes. And even though I could only have afforded with this $60 to buy these 60 packs, I could only afford, let's say 15 packs, regular packs. And probably I'm not going to pull a GFA in there. Probably. But you don't know. And if you don't pull a regular pack today, you have zero chance to pull a gold foil arcane or a black foil arcane. But if you do open one regular pack, you can. And so that is a piece I'm fighting against within my own mind while I choose these starter packs. But here's the deal. Immediate success in the game today is deeply important to me, and therefore I want a max set of commons and rares, and I'm not there yet. After we rip these 60, we're going to go look at where I'm at, but that's a big piece of why I did what I did. And yet I'm also buying, like you saw, I've also bought some other packs too, some regular foils. We'll rip those later. And I also bought some legendary packs because I believe in those values too. Plus the marketplace, the peer-to-peer marketplace was undervaluing them. They are no longer. I don't think you can see any discounts on those really anymore. You can pay about $375 maybe on a regular pack, and you should go to the peer-to-peer marketplace if you want a Conclave pack today. Buy it from the peer-to-peer marketplace. There's no difference. Buy it from them and rip it. You save yourself 25 cents. Why not, right? But that peer-to-peer market discount is it's purely a factor of certain people who bought too many packs. They did so because they wanted to get more promotional bonuses in the pre-sale, and they're just trying to thin their own how many CA packs they have. And so, that's a limited time offer. Let's say it that way. 1 from Grimward Rowan Shot. 3, 4, 5. This is going to be a big one. 6, 7, 8. I love that card. 9, 10. I love that card. 11. Is that 11? I think it's 11. I might have lost track. 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, this is a big one. 15, 16, 17 rares. 17 rares in 10 packs. And see, this is the thing. For $10, you could have 10 packs. And you might be able to pull 17 rares like I just did. Now, could you go to the marketplace and, do that for cheaper? Could you buy those exact cards for cheaper? I don't know. I don't know. And I don't really care. I want... Ripping packs is fun. And I bet right now the truth is you couldn't, because I saw earlier the comments were about 8 cents at the lowest, and the rares are probably, I don't know, 20, I would think, a lot more than that. Let's quickly check. Conclave. Let's see, the cheapest commons. The cheapest commons, 4.5 cents. You can't buy a max of them though. Look, if I click max, there's just not enough available. So there's limited supply, but you're talking 5, 6 cents. If you want a few copies, you can do it for a few cents. But then what about the rares? Cheapest are in the 15-cent range, which is to be expected, and up from there. And if I pull for instance, if I pull these summoners, every summoner you're seeing me pull is $1.20, $1.30, $1.40. So there you go. Let's open 10 more. And again, I just need, even though these starter packs are largely restricted in terms of what they could be, they can't do some of the big bells and whistles rewards. It's still fun to rip them. And this is part of what this game is, what makes this game cool. I pulled one. already. So from the rare perspective, well, look at that little card. Calabash Sage, shield, 6 hit points, 4 damage. That's a strong damage for this, for a level 1 common. That's a lot of damage. Okay, so we got 1 from the Runic Skychonk, 1 rare, 2, 5, let's go, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, far more reasonable. 11 that time. And we got 1 more pack of to rip here, or rather 10 more packs of the starters. I'm expecting 14. Let's blow it out of the water. Let's go for 18. Oh, I didn't count them, but I'm seeing rares. I'm seeing lots of rares. Wow, every row. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. 11. Summoners, Gorgug, Bella, I think that might have been it on these 10. Yeah, that might have been it. I think I was 11. So if I did my math correctly there, I got across all my pulls right there, I got 38, 49, 50, 60, 70. I think I got 77 or 78 rares. 77 or 78 in 60 packs. So there you go. 1.2, 1.3 maybe rares per rip for $1. And if they prove to be summoners, you are financially laughing. And even if you wanted to buy those and flip the summoners, like you know, that would give you another pack, which could build out your common set, which could really give you a Conclave starter. Like even just, if I just looked at those, I don't know how many summoners, if you opened 10 packs and got just like that last 10 packs and I just ripped 2 summoners, I could sell those 2 summoners right now and that'd be $230 probably. And I could get 2 more packs, which would give me 10 more cards. Maybe you're in that place for this game. Maybe every single card that you scratch and claw, it like matters that much. You're playing at bronze or you're playing at silver. You know, the opportunities are not just for the highest of the high with these like big crazy packs. There's lots of opportunities for everybody. Keegs saw my pulls yesterday. Hopefully you still got luck. We'll find out together, Keegs. I'm really curious about these starter packs and how they'll sell. I think initially they're going to move slower for the reason I alluded to, because people are going to say to themselves, I could spend $4 and maybe pull a gold foil arcane legendary, which would absolutely break my mind and, you know, change my life. Or gold foil, actually black foil arcane would be the craziest one. You know, some of those are listed for $80,000. Look at that. Let's just look and see. Now, are these going to sell? Check this out. Conclave, the highest of the high, black foil arcane, legendaries. Are there any listed? There are none even listed. Okay, so there's that. But let's pull down to black foil. Even the black foils. Look at this. $8,888. I love that somebody did that, because that's a lucky, 8 is a lucky number in Asian cultures. And this is clearly like, you know, the dragon. And so good for you. Well priced, I would think, for the Jin Chao or whatever that name is. And Jekarilla is a solid monster. Another 8,200. These are just black foils. What's the most expensive? What's the rarest? I think it goes like this. The Peak Monsters has organized it so that gold arcane looks like it's less valuable than the black foil arcanes. But I think that's just because they wanted thematically gold besides gold. But I think it should actually be restructured where it says reg, gold, black, gold foil arcane, and black foil arcane, because these are the second rarest. These ones on the screen right now, the gold foil arcanes. Regardless, my point is, like, look at this crazy thing. Is this going to sell? I don't think so. Right? It's $1 million card. It's priced at $1 million, 100,000 million billion. A billion DEC. 1 billion DEC for this card. It's one of two. It's one of two. So my point, you could pull one of these, and that's gonna deter people from buying the starters, because it's conceivable that you open one pack and you get something insane, right? It's conceivable. Unlikely, but conceivable. Okay, so let's come back to chat for a beat. I think it will end up being cheaper to just buy the cards you want to max rather than buying the starter cards. Ian, that's what a lot of people say. But there's always a tension around, for instance, key cards. The question is not just like, what are the cheapest of the cards? And I don't necessarily also need to convince you, because, more power to you if you want to go explore the market and do that. But the starter packs are fun. And there will come a time where I believe there's going to come a time where the player base will grow and the Conclave set will be done and the starter packs will still be available. And so these will become more and more a reality for the community of Splinterlands players, maybe more and more than they are now. The question is not like, could I just go in and buy a Fenmore Wood Troll and max him out? First of all, you probably can't. Look, there's not a lot of BCX. There's not enough. My bad. There's 1,000 for Fenmore. So two people could max out their Fenmore Wood Troll. 2, not 3, not 10, not 20. And that shows you something about the supply. And that's just the cheapest of the cheap cards. The one that people are apparently saying is undesirable. What if we scroll down and we look at Vicious Giraffe? This is a 20-cent common. A 20-cent common. And I actually really like this card. I've said that before. It's got a lot going for it. I won't rehash that conversation, but and there's only 400 available cards of this one. 400. So one person can max it out, and it's not going to cost 20 cents per BCX because the price goes up quickly. Watch this. 400. Give me 400. The average price is 29.5. So 30 cents a BCX. Not 20 cents, 30 cents. Because to buy the whole market like that, you just move the market. That's a 50% increase in price point. And so what's my point? There's some cards that are cheap, and yeah, you can get a couple people of them could max out the wood troll. 3 people could not. 2 people would max the market, would eat the floor. And yeah, eventually more wood trolls would come, and we could buy them too. But this is not it's so tricky unless you're a guy who's playing in bronze to do what you're saying. If you're playing in bronze or silver, you can come in and buy 10 or 20 copies of these things and not move the market and feel like you're getting all that you want for the best price that you want. And you should do that. If you're playing at bronze or silver, that should be everyone's play. But if you want to move in bigger ways and get yourself into the diamond or the champ opportunities to really max out these cards, the reality is you better be pretty quiet about how you do that. And you can do things like place bid buys. Maybe these 1% bid buys are going to get filled because someone will go, I just want to get rid of it. Maybe that patience could pay off. And people like yourself, if you're patient, can turn that into profit. But you got to recognize also that there's an opportunity right now to enjoy a distinct advantage with these assets the sooner you get them, and that is slipping away every day that moves by. That means modern league differentials or victories or losses, etc. Right? Those are opportunities that are slipping away as other people claim these cards, and maybe we don't. And so, yeah, some of the cheap cards are cheap, and lots of them are not. And these are not even the summoners, are they? These are just the commons. What about the rares? From the rare standpoint, same thing. I would say 10 cents for a rare should be a cheap floor for some of these. Now, I think ultimately that there'll be some that'll be 8 or 5 because they really kind of suck. But then of the rare best of the best, I bet these price points, I bet they, could be $2 or $3. Like some of these summoners could be way more than this eventually. I think right now we don't know what we're dealing with. And I think there's a lot of people ripping a lot of packs, and there's a lot of ways people are being distracted. And whenever that happens, there's a confusion in the price in the marketplace that makes it trickier to really think through like what is fair and reasonable price. But $1.27, probably in the neighborhood of reasonable for these summoners. But is one of them really exceptional and the others mediocre? Like, are the synergies in the Life Splinter going to prove more powerful than that in the Dwarf Splinter or the Fire Dwarf? Or I think Razak Langtrop is going to be has a distinct advantage as one of the better ones. Doesn't mean it should be a $3 card. If we looked at Rebellion quickly, you might see that those, were they rare summon? I think they were rare. The summoners from Rebellion. Like, here's my point. Avina the Wolf, $1.80. And this used to be $2 or $5 or $3 or $5 at different times, even $7 per BCX at different times. So this made itself uniquely, it found a unique place in the meta for a season, while it was the, having airdrop points as well and all that stuff. And this card was far more valuable than, for instance, Nomos. And that will be the same, end up being true. Right now, we're seeing a lot of uniformity. We're seeing uniformity in these summoners in their price point, 125 to 135. That is nothing. There's no differential because the community hasn't decided which one is the creme de la creme. Which synergies, which connections, which partnerships are going to be the most powerful, we don't yet know. And so these prices will come up and come down. And for those reasons, that's another reason I think the starter packs are worth our attention. Oscar, good to see you, pal. Thanks for coming through. Bolt's nice. Just in time. Now I'm paying attention. Nice. Starter packs are so clutch. Absolutely, man. Leandro Cardosa, I bought 520 starter yesterday. Good for you, man. That's going to be a meaningful, I bet that's a meaningful, I bet you have a gold foil common and rare set just from that, I bet. Am I wrong? I think I did the math. It was like 2,000 packs of the starter will give you a max everything on the common and rare. I bet you're pretty happy with that. And then Leandro says going for an 800 starter packs and then buying singles. Good. Maybe this is what I would say to Ian. It's like one last thought at the Ian. Ian was saying, I think it'll be cheaper to buy just the cards you want to max them than rather. I think this makes a lot of sense. Because there are going to be some cards that are going to be exceptional and more expensive. Use the starter packs to access them. Buy a good chunk of them for relatively affordable. 800 is $800, but you're going to Leandro's going to nearly probably have a gold foil or maybe even some diamond level cards that are common and that are rare. And then he can snipe the ones that he particularly needs to pull himself to that level he wants. I think it makes a lot of sense. Oscar said I bought 1,500 starters today. There you go. Oscar knows what's up. I don't know if they sell slowly. Oh man, there's a lot of chat here. Actually, I thought there was just a couple comments left. Unfortunately, nobody buys those BF legendaries, black foil legendaries. Mine is just sitting there. Yeah, I guess that would make sense. I mean, they're probably crazy priced, right? That's the thing. There's the valuations in the black foil legendaries. They're so niche expensive. It's not that nobody will, it's that nobody has. Because the daily volume on those types of assets isn't going to be, you're not going to sell 1,000 black foil legendaries every day. That's the sort of thing you place on the market and you walk away and someone goes week after week, it's still there, hey? It's still there, hey? And then one day they just go, yep, and they just buy it. That's how that market moves so different. It's more like listing a house than it is listing an NFT card. How much are you expecting to sell it for? Ask you. Let's go have a peek at that. My black foil shows a low buy of $29.59. I'm almost thinking about listing it for that because if I sold it, I could buy a ton of alchemy packs and try again. Bananas, that's a very interesting strategy. You got a black foil legendary too. Good for you, man. And that's the other thing too. Different black foil legendaries are going to be more prized or more irrelevant in the scheme of the meta of the game. Guys, time out on the chat. This is a great conversation, by the way. Loving it. But do me that favor and drop me that like. We got 34 concurrent viewers, 13 likes. Let people know. Let the world know. Splinterlands is amazing, and this game's awesome. And I appreciate your guys' support, by the way. And yeah, if you're enjoying the stuff, let people know. Okay, let's get. There was more I wanted to say there. I want to go look at the marketplace because I want to see what Oski's talking about. I want to see what he's got. Okay, so you got an Oridum for the black foil, which was mint number 1, priced at, hang on a second. My Oridum black foil with mint number 1 is priced at $42.50. I'd give it away for $3K though if somebody DM'd me. So there you go. For Oscu is actually packing a very serious card. Let's go look at that for a beat, and we'll maybe help him out too. Maybe there's somebody in the crowd who wants to know about this. So we look at the black foils. We're looking at Conclave. We're looking specifically at Legendary, and then he said, see, Oridum is the one he mentioned, and I think this card's really, really special. Actually, I think it's ultimately going to be, you know, meta. I really do. So he said he's got it for more than this. So I don't know if that's him. I must be him. It's got to be him. But I thought he said he listed it for 4. Anyways, that's a lot of money, right? $3,500 is no joke. But this is one of 3. There are only 3 cards that are doing that exist that are offering this, and this card's, I think, exceptional. I've seen it be played a little bit in the game already. I have very little impact contact with the game so far, the new meta of Modern, but I think this card will be really meaningful. It's got a big amount of hit points. It's got thorns. It's got melee damage. It's got piercing. The resurgence, I'm a bit confused about what that does again. It pops back. Oh, it pops back with full everything when it goes down, right? That's what it does. One time, I think. It doesn't say it there yet because the language hasn't popped, but we could go see that in a minute I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. Then there's Magic Reflect, which is a little bit whatever since it only has 5 hit points. And then it's got, I think it's called Spite, it's called Spite, which means it attacks or retaliates whoever killed it. So I like this card a lot, especially if you can bring any Resurrects with a card like this because of the Spite. So, it doesn't have a taunt, but with Fire, I could actually give this thing a taunt, which is interesting too. Taunt from the Risk Aldrath. Interesting combinations. Like the combinations that they boggle the mind. There's too many options. There's too many choices. So I really like this card. I think it's an exceptional card. Do I think $3,500 is a great deal? I don't know. I don't know what the fair market value is. I said previously before we saw any of these cards get ripped that the $1,000 for a black foil legendary to me feels like if anything went that low, that would be a buy. And I thought it would go up from there with the usefulness and the functionality of the cards. I think right now it's really hard to see. Like usually you come to the Peak Monsters marketplace and you say, whichever is the most expensive is obviously the best. People agree, but that's not where we're at. With this market, it's too new. It's literally 24 hours old. There's not enough liquidity. There's not enough purchase power. Then there's not enough interest because there's too many things to look at. This is a complicated, tumultuous moment, and it may take a few days for this to really feel its way out. But I can hear, just like Oscu said, as well as Banana said, if you could put $3,000 in my hand, I'd be a happy camper and I'd make it happen. We could find a trade. And so we want to move quick because we see the opportunities that exist if we move out of option 1 and into option 2. But I would argue that this probably would move for $3,500 in time. Especially, if that number doesn't go up too rapidly, too quickly. This number could stay down here for, honestly, based on, this number could stay down here for, a few weeks. Maybe it goes up a couple, but I don't see that shooting up to 30 anytime soon. I don't expect it to shoot to 10 anytime soon. And so these are exciting, and every single pack could do it. So we're going to rip some more packs here in a minute. Leandro says, I'm selling or burning Chaos Legion cards tonight and buying more starter packs. Interesting. Even though, I hear you and I understand. I just think, at these values, I think there just isn't, I don't know. I would hold on to them. But everybody's got their own journey. Paul, good to see you. What's your reasoning on your larger purchase? On your larger purchase? What was your reasoning on your larger purchase? I wonder Paul is a member of the channel, and so I'm trying to think in my head which purchase he's thinking of, because I think he's talking to me first of all, and then again he might not be. And if he's talking to me, there is a bigger purchase that I just made, and I'd love to get into it. But I actually have a video coming out unpacking my bigger purchase. That's going to be an exciting one, I think, tonight. So if you're talking to me, Paul, thanks for coming through. Glad to see you. There'll be a video explaining this, and I'll make it available to the members. Oh, you probably already saw it. That's why you know, I think. You know what? I'll send you a DM. I'll unpack a little bit more for you in the DM. Just be patient. 3K is a lot of money, and you will sell them. You will sell them, but it will take time. Absolutely. Just set it and forget it. This man knows what he's talking about. Bon Galaben, I'll be patient. How much production points for an arcane? Good question. A lot. A whole lot. Skyer, hiya. Good to see you, pal. Dragon, good to see you, man. Nice to catch you, Dwayne. I hope your CA experience has been fantastic. It's been legendary, dude. I have had some crazy luck, and we're gonna open some more packs in a minute. Skyer, good to see you, man. Why is the sound so low? Oof. You know what? Appreciate you mentioning that, Skyer. The filters, my OBS, man, like my mic is on like max right now. It's on max. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm pulling down my music. So if you need to turn me up a little more, you can, and you won't hear more music. Yeah, my mic's on like full blown, and that's just it's like I have to often reboot my OBS. If I was to close down the stream and reboot my OBS, it would suddenly be like in the red, and then I'd be able to pare my own volume down. But yeah, I can't do it outside of that. Filters. Testing. I just removed one filter. I don't know that that's going to help, but I did it. Okay. So, and by the way, I will clip some of these things, like any sort of meaningful chats we get into, and in the clipping, I will edit and bring up the volume levels. I think it's too, Banana says, I think it's too early. People are still seeing which black foil they pull. Someone wants to pull a full BF set, might start buying eventually. I think you're 100% right, man. Yeah, I mean, it's obvious. It's only 24 hours. We expect something crazy instantaneously, but you know, it's only 24 hours. I grabbed a legendary gold foil Shen Archon. Nice. How about you? Ike, good to see you. Evening all. Hi, 12. Okay, let's rip some more packs. Dragon, I don't hear any music. Okay, I'm glad. I'm glad you don't, because frankly, I can hear it, and my OBS is picking it up, but volume levels are lower than I want on my mic, and so I don't want that to compete with me. Let's rip some packs. Okay, where are we at? Boom. So we got 40 starters, standard packs. These can have black foils. We're going to do 10 at a time, and I'm expecting a big pull here. We also have 5 Conclave Arcana legendaries. You know what? Let's take a little, let's open a rift. We're opening 9 rifties. And this is just a bit of an appetizer before we get into the conclaves. These are only $2 a pack, by the way. These can be crazy cards. I don't know if they will, but they can be. Coastal Nymph, quality card. These are great cards. I actually need more of the Ash Mirages to max it out. Ooh, Corson. Oh, an epic. Thispa. Already got max Thispa. I do not have max everything Rift. I feel like any of these $2 packs, like I'm just a fan. I'm a fan of this game. I want the collectibles. I want to have the max sets. These are great cards. These are really great cards. Oh, a legendary. That's going to be a gold foil, boys and girls. I just feel it. Oh, look at this. Swedish Shaman throwing the goldie at me. The rare gold. Oh, double legendary. How many packs did I rip? I got 9 packs. I got 2 legendaries. You kidding me? And was it 2 epics? Yeah, 1 epic, 2 epics. That's a solid pull right there. Here we go. Gold foil. Give it to me right now. Let's see. We can do it right now. Jeff. No. But I don't have I have an Ancient Redwood level 3, so I'm glad to see that. From Maroon Mancer Scott Kai, I really like this card. It's a really exceptional card. I'm glad to have that card. Those are only $2 packs, and again, big fan of the long-term perspective on things like that. Rift Watchers, Chaos. Okay, let's do the conclaves. Here we go with 10 conclave packs, and we are prepared. I just want to do the math one more time before we move on. I have 45 packs. Let me break out the calculator. 45 packs times 5 packs. I need 225 Midnight Potions, and I have 225 Midnight Potions. So we're going to open 10 of these guys. 4 units of 10. Let's see what we do. We're going to pull any gold foil arcanes, black foil arcanes, legendaries. Okay. Thank you very much. Yes, please. Ashen Cindergrim too. I really like this card. This is one of the commons that I think is really powerful. It has 3 damage at the higher levels, and for 4 mana with the opportunity. Like, I really like that card. Aerial Shield Maiden, again, in my opinion, one of the best cards in the set, and it's a rare. Oh, a legendary, let's go! Yes. I'm only opening 10 packs. Like, a legendary is not a granted. There's an epic. Ooh, I like that one too. Nice. Some more Cindergrims. Anu Huntswoman. She looks like a waterbender, water tribe waterbender from Airbender, the Avatar, the Last Airbender. Half-Shell Seer. I forget what her deal is. I don't know about that one. Calabash, such a huge damage output for a level 1 common. The mana cost sort of makes it hard, right? Because, you know, at bronze, if you're rocking this, it's going to be a big nuclear explosion, but can you afford the 10 mana? This one too, Mad Kaboomist. Like, I feel like they're really channeling Avatar this season. Like, this guy looks like Boomy. You guys need to watch Avatar. Virid Venomancer. I like this card a lot. Ooh, another epic. Ooh, I needed another Leolin too. That's great. Fork Tongue Sage. Stepstalker. Mystic Mudbinder. I don't know all these names yet, so Portly Cannoneer. Kaylee, I love it. Silverleaf, love that. I pulled the black foil of the Silverleaf Ranger. That was a crazy pull. Watch the video from yesterday if you want to see that. Ooh, Lucky Longshot. I really want to max my Longshot out. This is the Weapon Trainer Gnome with the double Weapon Trainer. I think this might be a market. There might be room to sort of... This card might be undervalued right now. Might be. Gorgug, love it. Okay, Ganache Excavator. I don't know this at all. So 3 for 2. In the higher levels, obviously gets more melee. It's got the Reckless, which is interesting. I really like the Reckless, especially when the Reckless monster can be placed in the back lines. I think this could be interesting. And that's a common, eh? Interesting. There he is. Vicious Giraffe, the most expensive common. Bristleborn Brigand. I have a black of that one. Bludgeoned Hacker. Fenmore Wood Troll. The cheapest of the commons. Okay. Gold rare. Thank you very much. Canary Keeper. Yanni Oracle. Buttercup Mauler, Tidal Tsunamist, Silverleaf Warlock. I like this card a lot at the highest levels. It doesn't do a huge amount of damage and doesn't have a huge amount of hit points, but it has a nice swiftness, backfire, and blind synergy, which all work really well together. And I got a black foil of that, by the way. Another epic, Abyssal Elemental. I like that animation, or art rather. I don't know if I like that card, but I like that art. And I got a Swiftbeard black foil previously, so... This was a very interesting pull, and that was only 10. And I did get a couple goldies, a couple interesting golds, and also a legendary, didn't I? There he is. Bellomancer. That might have been my first Bellomancer. Or if it isn't, I haven't been able to take it in because of all the other big wins I pulled. And so I feel strong about that. That feels like a good. I got 1 legendary there. I'm okay with that. Let's go skip, and then we'll open another 10. Actually, I have a quick peek with the chat. Every time I play... Dragon says the names are so much easier this set. I agree. They really, I don't know if the people who are writing names changed or what, but they went from kind of these unique one-off names to these more thematically appropriate. Like even, oh, look at Legendary there. Even Bellomancer, it's like Cryptomancer, Cryptmancer, and also it happens to be like Bello feels appropriate in the context of an Uland. Okay, let's open. I'm just gonna open one at a time, but I'm gonna open from this side to that side. I'll see that Legendary ammo. Oh, let's go. It's the cheap one, Fenmore, but still, I'm happy. Okay, yes, please. That one I like a lot, actually, because like we said, Reckless. There's a Dwarf. Come on, let it be. Let it be. A black foil would have, or a gold foil or anything like that would have just gone crazy. Like I would have lost my mind. This is only 10 packs. We weren't guaranteed a legend in my opinion. Maybe mathematically it makes sense, or you should, but I'm not expecting anything, and yet I'm expecting everything too. That's where my mind is actually at. It's like I shouldn't, but I'm gonna. I shouldn't get a gold foil, but I'm gonna. I shouldn't get a black foil, but I'm gonna. Let's go. Let's see some more rattle. Epic. Yeah, lucky. Thank you. Love the lucky long shot. Move a bit quicker now because I feel like I've seen or commented on most of the cards. Another epic. Let's go to double on the Songale. This is maybe the next epic that I'm concentrating on maximizing or maxing out. I've already maxed out a few of the epics because I think they're really meaningful, and I don't know that there's going to be enough to go around. So that was strong. We got 2 legendaries. We got a couple more golds, both in the common. There's a third common gold. And we got some good epics. Okay. We got 20 more of these guys, and we got 5 of the legendaries, which we know are going to be good. Well, actually, these have all been good. So I'm not going to say those won't. We need to wait. These ones are going to be good too. Let's hit flip ball. Oh, right out the gate. Thank you very much. Buttercup. Oh, I love that one too. Cave-wise Wayfinder. Feels like more gold this time. Nice. Gold epic. That's not a cheap card. 15 bucks, 20 bucks. Probably. Gold epic, that's an important one too. An important card as well. And there's some Blazebeards. I love that. $3 card. The Summoners. Love to see it. And Buttercup. That's a good pull. And then over here too, I didn't see this one. Kavorskarn. Okay, let's just have a quick look at Draco. What's your deal? What's your price point there, Draco? He wasn't a summer though. He's he was an epic. Epic gold foil. Was it Songale? No, sorry guys, I forget already. Yeah, Songale. Look at that. Looks like the market value 13 bucks. 12.10. The high bid 6. I bet if I listed it for 12, it'll sell. I don't know if I want to. Here's a quick little note on price points. In my opinion, like looking back to the last airdrop moment with Rebellion, every gold foil epic was selling in the neighborhood of $20 to $30, to $20 to $50. And so because the epics are going to produce a lot of airdrop points from the Conclave airdrop mage wagons, and because you don't just want to fill it with commons or rares, because then you're going to need a million mage wagons. You want maximum points for the fewest amount of mage wagons. And so that means epics, that means legendaries. And so I actually think $10 gold foils is a mistake. I think $10 gold foil epics is a mistake. I think $12 gold foil epics for Songale, especially if it's one of the more expensive ones. I don't know if it's a more, let's see. Okay, no, it's like cheaper-ish, middle of the pack-ish. But look at the division. Like most of them they're mostly between 12 and 14, with 2 exceptions: Lucky Longshot and Blazebeard. So I think these prices are wrong. I think ultimately, if these cards are good, these prices are wrong. If these cards are good, do you think these cards are good? Is a question you should ask yourself. But as you look at these cards, if you think that these cards are going to be meta, and if you're playing in survival, you need to look at the common versus the gold foil price differential. And if the gold foil is less than twice the value of the common of the regular foil, you buy the gold foil because of airdrop points, because of price appreciation, because of how quickly it repairs itself or heals and comes back to you in survival. There's just so many reasons. And so I don't think I would sell that Songale for 12. I think it's people are panicking to get more packs. They want to get more. So they're selling everything that's not nailed down, including myself, by the way. I sold about $100 worth of cards yesterday. And I think I regret some of that, but I've been buying some things too. And I don't think I'll regret that. So let's go back and we'll open some more after I just check in with the chat quickly. Nice legendary. Absolutely. We all want the foils. Crystal, good to see you. Crystal's, I've been seeing a lot of Crystal through NFT Gaming and Collectibles. I invited invited Walking Keys on today. He was busy. He said he had to go do some boring work stuff or whatever because it's the middle of the day. So I invited him out though, Crystal, and it was cool that you went on the channel there with him. So good for you. Dragon says, "Wow, I just bought 4 packs in the store and I got a Mage Wagon with them." You can get. I'm confused by your comment, Dragon. Can you get a Mage Wagon with your packs? Do you mean in the peer-to-peer marketplace? I'm confused by that. Because I know if you come in here and you go Conclave, you can buy packs here and you actually get Mage Wagons. So if you buy, you're allowed to earn up to 8 Mage Wagons by buying packs from them. And then let's read this quickly. Shortly after the release of Conclave Arcana, battle mages will once again be able to roll out their Mage Wagons, lending their manifestations to help stop Conclave from uncovering the secrets of Praetoria, or the secret of Praetoria. Conflicts are 30-day events that allow you to deploy your Conclave Arcana and Unbound Rebellion cards to gain contribution. That's like airdrop points. The more cards you deploy, the greater your contribution to the cause. When the conflict ends, your total contribution determines how many chances you have to earn the conflict's airdrop card before it's added to the main set and discoverable in packs. So this is very exciting and cool, and this is why I think you shouldn't be quick to selling gold foils, probably any of them, but epics and legendaries in particular, and maybe, so this is my thinking anyways, and you'll see more video content on that conversation coming soon to my channel. But then it says every 100,000 DEC or credits you spend, you score a free Battle Mage up to 8. So if you just bought 100,000 DEC from them now, that might have been what happened. But if you somehow opened a pack and got a Mage Wagon inside, that is news to me. I didn't know you could do that. So I think it's the first thing though. I think you got the freebie that everyone can have. Okay. Close and then back over here. Trust me, I'm as confused as you. I checked chat. Oh, Liberty Guy, good to see you. Hello, Dwayne. Congrats on the polls yesterday. Thanks, man. It was a huge, you guys saw the video. I was on a different world. You did too, Dwayne. In the pre-sale, you got 8 wagons. Yeah. In the pre-sale. No, my wagon wasn't in the pack. Sorry, just alongside. Okay, cool. Let's open the last 10 and we'll get 5 over here. Okay, let's not flip all. It's too fast. Nice. Let's get a black foil. Let's get something crazy. We don't deserve it. We don't need it. But if I don't get it, I'm going to raise hell. Just kidding. Nice. Vicious. Oh, there's an epic. Come on. Fight. Let's go. 2 fights. Caravan Guard, exceptional card. Flame for hire. Okay, let's hold that epic. Neg on the legendaries this time around. Last card. Okay. Umbrals. Lower on no gold foil or no legendaries that time. And only 2 goldies. But the 10 before that was pretty solid rip. Plus I got 2 Kalia Silverleafs and I got 2 of the Fights. So I feel like it was a solid summoner pull that time around. It was a good pull. It wasn't a crazy pull. And let's get 5 of the big boys. These are the legendary packs. We have 25 black foil potions, but I'll make sure we do. We're ripping all 5. I should open one at a time, maybe. That's okay. This is a big deal, guys. These cards, every one of these packs, $24 US, and it has a massive chance, actually a certain chance of a legendary, and a massive chance, or a much improved chance of a black foil or a gold foil arcane, or so. We don't know that we're getting anything like that. If we do, we will be blown away. But you know, let's find it together. Oh, I love that that's a legendary. I love that that is a legendary. Oh my goodness. Yes, please. Let's go. Oh, thank you, Shen. That one is so, I really think this is going to be a very substantial card. The corrosive ward is actually, I think, more meaningful now than ever because of the amount of protect and armor strike that seems like it's going to be really powerful in the coming meta. And then poison burst is always good. Why would you not want it? And if you can coordinate poison burst with a card that self-resurrects, like a resurgence card, or with a resurgence card that also is partnered with a resurrect card, you know, suddenly you're poisoning a lot of people. So that's cool. Legendary, let's go. Moribund Aerobait. Another epic. I wasn't promised that, so I'll take it. Another epic. Leolin, thank you. Gorgug, thank you very much. Oh, here he is. Legendary number 3. Filthy Scavenger. Please and thank you. Aerial Shield Maiden. Bristleborn. Anu. Huh. Oh, Razzie, I thank you. For Razzie to go. There we go. Shang. Let's add him up. Let's tally it. Let's pull this guy into level 4. I might be pretty close to level 4 on him. If one of these last 5 cards go black foil, I will be blown away. And this is a good pull. Legendary, epic, and 2 rares. Start with a common. Coming here for a rare, number 2. Number 3. Here we go. Silveran Sentinel, and for the final pull, boom. Oh, that would have been just bananas. My odds so far, I feel like I'm still batting way above my, let's say, my pay grade, or my success outweighs my costs. Let's put it that way. So we'll take it. We'll take it as it is. And these legendaries. So let's look at that. 5 legendaries. 2 of them Jin Chao's, Filthy Scavenger, Moribund Aerobait, and Jacarilla. Let's go over here and look at the legendaries. We'll go in just a regular legendary reg. What's going on? Let's go refresh. Conclave legendary reg. Okay, so Jacarilla 1150. One of the better cards. Filthy Scavenger, also one of the better legendaries, $10. Zhen Chao, the second most expensive one, and I got 2 of them. So that is 30, 40, 50, and then there was one more, wasn't there? Moribund. $57 right there from just those guys. Now, I couldn't sell them immediately for those price points, but I bet if I list at market value, at the low buy value, I'm moving those units. So $57, and that would equip me to then buy 2 more of them and give myself a decent chance. Not a decent chance, an interesting chance at another black foil, and definitely 2 new legendaries. So to trade 5 legendaries for 2 legendaries with 10 new chances to pull black foil. I don't think I'm going to do it, but this is it, man. The options abound. The ways you can go and the things you can do right now is so exciting. Let's go over to my card selection and see how my collection is looking, because I know for a fact it's starting to be more and more full. Check this little number out. Check out this little guy. How does that look? I'm a fan of that card. I'm a big fan of that card. But let's pull away from here. Commons. Actually, let's focus on the rares. I want all my rares. I just want everything to be together, right? Is there any reason not to do that? I guess if I wanted to sell some of my legendaries, if I just want regs, of all my regulars, I want my commons, my rares, and my epics to be compiled. Let's do that. I don't think anything is going to necessarily even be full. Not necessarily. Look at this. Level 5, level 6, level 5, level 4, level 2 on some of these summoners, level 6 over here. Like, I've got a long way to go on some of these. Level 3 on the Gorgug. A lot of things in that sort of low gold maybe, or high silver range. Yeah, probably silver range more than gold. But some of the epics are getting there, and some of the summoners are getting into that, you know, high silver range. Yeah, we're going to need to buy some of those summoners. Truth is, I'm going to want more of those summoners. And I probably am going to buy some of those summoners directly or outright or whatever, but let's play some games. Oh yeah, and on the legendaries, before we do that, let's click at the legendaries. I don't necessarily want to fat finger multiply these guys, but for instance, with like, oh, he went down. Let's go. I got to make sure Xbot is off right now because I don't want to see any more of that. Leave my cards alone, even though the season's gonna end in 20 hours and everybody's gonna get refreshed. I want to add these guys. Let's go. Not you. What would that do? So going from level 1 to level 2. Yeah, it gets the resurgence. That's a big deal. I want to play with these, so that's why I'm taking the time to see if there's any meaningful upgrades I can do. Oh, look at this! All these magic gorillas went down. Ultimately I have 9 of them. You're getting a tank heal at level 2. That's a big buff. I don't know if I'm going to play level 2s. No, I probably will. I bet I will, because again, I don't know if my opponents are going to have access to these things. Yeah, a lot of my cards are tired. Stupid bot. It's my fault. I only have 2 of the Jinchaos. Oh, because I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sleeping. So I got 7 in total. And then Desolation is a card I like a lot. Only 5 copies of them. Okay, look at this little boom, boom, boom. Bring it to level 3, give me the close range and the true damage or whatever it's called. And what else? Do I need to do any of these other ones? Moribund is already at level 2. Wins. This one could go up. Springing out of Thorns. I don't know how impactful that is, but I'm still going to make that upgrade. Let's come back to items. Oh, an Inept Healer, please and thank you. Is that a level 3? Look at that. So we got Corrupted Healing, Magic Reflect, 2 damage, and Phase. Please and thank you. Especially with Fire and Flight. Right? That's the thing. You bring out... I like using Squirrel, and I would say that that's going to be... she's going to enjoy being able to fly. And Inept Healer, I love that too. I love the silliness of that one. Okay, let's leave it at that, and let's go have some fun. Because I could do this again on gold foils, and I know that there'll be some interesting stuff that I could probably do. Oh yeah, I don't have a lot of gold foils because I sold a bunch of them yesterday. Except I have a few big ones. I have a few big ones. Okay, let's go play. Thanks. Was nervous, but was fun talking to Keys, says Crystal. Epic's nice. Good luck. Thank you. Bon Galiban, nice Archon. Oscu says, was this a legendary pack opening? The last 5 were. The last 5 were a legendary pack opening. Bolt, I'm going to try to silver max most Archons, but I will only be able to max silver a few units. The chase is indeed real. Absolutely. Liberty Guy off grid. I did 100 alchemy packs with potions and no black foils. Ouch. 100 alchemy packs with potions and no black foils. Ay, ay, ay. I opened 400 standard packs with potions and 1 black foil. There, from 500 packs, I got 6 gold foil legendary cards. I opened 658 originally, and in that I pulled 4 black foils and 5 gold foil legendaries, which is crazy. I want to focus on getting all the rare summoners maxed out. I think that's a really wise first step, especially for $1.50 or $1.25 per unit. I think those are probably underpriced. Now, they ultimately may go down in the future because of the starter packs being able to mint them constantly and forever. But that might depend on player base growth. And I think we see player base growth, which means that I expect attention on the floor. Keeg says, pretty good pull still. Absolutely. Leandro, I'm still burning all my Soulbound reward cards, Chaos Legion cards for Glint. How long do you think it'll take for Chaos Legion, Conclave Arcana reward cards? Good question. I think they haven't really talked about it at all. But I would hope that it comes sooner. Now, that's said as a guy who already has a max Rebellion set, or pretty near. I have nearly a Rebellion max set. But I just think you should keep us going. I said that the Rebellion set should be sold when the Rebellion reward should be given away while Rebellion is out. The Conclave set reward should be given while Conclave is out. And when Conclave is, to me, that makes sense. And it feels like maybe that's not going to happen because I don't know that they had time to do that and the team's smaller and there was a lot going on already. But to me, that would make sense. I don't think everybody would like that. I think I would be in the minority with saying that because most people still want more of the rewards. I just think give us more, give us other things to chase, give us so many things to chase after that it feels like a fire hose. And when I think it already does, but I see that as a value proposition. It makes the intensity and the turmoil of the moment lead to amazing coverage, excited players, and eager investors, really. Bond says, good idea. Off-grid, Liberty Guy says, I got to run, Dwayne. See you. Thanks for popping through. Bananas, that reward question comes up every 15 minutes in the tavern. Matt says it will be months. There you go. Thank you, Bananas. Appreciate that response. So we're months and months away from there being a new set of reward cards. Let's play some Modern. See what we can do. I believe I still have the best of my summoners available. We'll find out together. My opponent is not anybody special, or at least doesn't have a huge deck. Let's put it that way. Let's make that a little smaller. So I have my Risk Draft maxed out. I have a max EMP. I've got some level 3s on the new summoners. And that's about it. So let's see what we can do with Let's see what we can do with EMP, because I'm really excited to see the armor strike opportunities. Ooh, yes. Oh, see, look, some of my cards are burnt and I don't even know it. Like, I mean, tired. So this is a level 1 Commander Slade. I could probably win with that, but I don't think I should. I should probably bring the Silver Blade, because he's got Protect 7 and 6, which is huge. And then, oh, wow. Silver Leaf. So many good juicy cards in here. I definitely am going to bring Ariel. Let's look Armor Strike. Why is I didn't max out my War Wall. That's a mistake. I gotta go max that guy before I go any further here. Unless, you know what, probably he played and died, and oh, that's annoying. In survival, we'll bring out you. What about Painforge? You got any Painforge? I don't have any Painforge cards yet. At least not in the blue or the white availability. That has 3 or more speed. I'm running out of time. I'm not running out. I got space here. I don't need to panic. Ooh, that's a good choice right there. Oh, my bad. Almost messed up. Sifu, get in there. And then, what can we do with 2? I feel like the Electrify is... I feel like this might be a mistake. Let's go 5. A Repair could be really helpful. A Silence could be helpful. Opportunity over here with the Oppress. Interesting. I think here. Yeah. 0? No, there's no 0 with 3 speed. Okay. Go like that. Oh, that's like that. Boom. Okay, so now we got Thorns over here from Kitty, but that's not. He's only level 1. We're gonna eat him. Armor Strike back here makes the most sense, because they're gonna hit and damage and eat away at that. Yeah, I got an Armor Strike here. I got an Armor Strike here. Let's slow that down a little bit. 3 speed. Wow. I know my opponent is not as powerful as me, but I do think Aerial Shielding with the Armor Strike opportunity is kind of crazy. Because of the way you can protect up that damage. That's the thing. Like, I can protect the damage into a crazy place, and it turns into this beast. And as you can see what's happening, like, everything I'm hitting is Thorns, so I'm losing armor when I do with the monsters that are armor striking or that are melee attacking. What am I trying to say? The Thorns damage, every time it was making a dent in my armor. Why is that important? Because I was talking earlier about corrosive ward or whatever it's called, the one that erases to my armor when I hit you. It's not Thorns, it's just like a permanently, or I think even when you hit me. I think that's going to be more powerful. There's a summoner that gives that. I think it's going to be more powerful. 11.3 SPS per that win, and we're in Modern Diamond. Let's keep going. Chat, what are you guys talking about? Bananas. And he said those new cards are used to help balance out the meta. So that's part of why they wait. Okay. Okay. That's cool. I'm glad that they thought about the Rebellion reward cards. I also want to say on that point, we know we're going to get a foundation set. That's the set of cards that are underpowered, and they're going to come out sooner than we think. I don't know when, but soon. And that's the next reward set in some sense. It's a set of cards you can unlock by playing, and it will be essentially a different reward set. My opponent, wow, because because Chaos Legion is no longer a function, it's like there's a whole gap in sort of in the capacity of my opponent. Ooh, I want to do... We only got 13 mana, so that really limits me. And a lot of my summoners are low level. What can I do here? What maximizes my opportunity? If there's a if there's a Last Stand purple monster or gnome that you could play in this context, you would be Painforging its way into devastation. A self-healing Painforge gnome. Let's just see what we could do with this. Is there a Last Stand? No, there is no Last Stand. You can't search it by gnome. Yep. Gnome. None of those is going to change none of those is going to transform my opportunity here. Let's quickly go this way, and then we can go that way. Let's go erase gnome. Let's just try and get field some monsters. I don't know. This feels real underwhelming. Yeah. Can I? Okay. That's probably not going to be enough. But I at least brought my... Did my opponent not submit a team? Let's find out. Oh, look at that. My opponent brought the one monster that I brought with a powerful and expensive summoner that's going to give armor pierce. Is my shield going to be enough? I don't know. I think he probably wins. He brought the repair. Interesting. Oh, and he brought the cleanse. Oh, smart. Really smart. Because the repair... Oh, really smart. Well played. Gank Squadron. IRD. IRD filled. Nice one. That was a fun loss. Because he gave himself cleanse to cleanse himself. And then he gave himself repair, which I was only going to be able to hit him once. Even if I was able to cleanse, I would have only been able to hit him once. That's an interesting little play. Unless I brought shatter monsters. Shatter monsters or, Yeah, so anyways. Good W for the buddy. Ian says, are they ever going to make it so you can offer a card for sale? Like if someone is selling a card for 100, you could submit an offer for 80. Seems like it should be a thing. I've heard that this is a thing that they actually want to do. Meaning, actually, not even that you have it for sale for 100, but we want to offer 80. But like, I see that you have a card, and I want to offer you 80. I think that's a thing. That's a piece of functionality that is going to come. Are you going to collect the black foils? I definitely am not. I don't have that sort of bandwidth or financial capacity. But I would like to. There were certain cards I would like to have that I really love that I would love to have a black foil version of. Bananas, the reward card question came up from people who suddenly lost all their cards and need free ones. Okay. 2600. My opponent has a strong Chaos Legion team. We're in modern. So good luck with that. Okay, I actually have some choices and some mana to play with. Really, right now, my only two summoners are Rascal and EMP. I I could bump up because I have a max copy of this. He's exhausted. I have other ones like maxed out here, but they're just not available because of survival. Oh, you know what? Let's play around with Nidhogger. Yeah, dude. Let's see what this can do. I know he's got thorns. I don't kind of care. Let's see what Blazebeard can do. Look at this monster. Look at this absolute monster. Now, he's got Incendiary. He's got Incendiary. So I got to think through. How I can best take advantage of that. Pain Forge. What are my Pain Forge options? Is it just the one? Oh no. I got a couple, but they're lower. And I'm not too excited about that. So let's go heal. What about heal? I gotta act quickly here. I'm running out of time. We only got 2 more spots to fill. Let's look at. We're gonna bring out the Night Reaper, which is so powerful with some of the. I'm gonna give speed and execute him, or I'm gonna blast. I'm really torn. I'm going to go that way. And I'm going to... This might burn me down, is the problem. But I'm going to give that a shot. Because the Pain Forge over here on the Vicious with the Blazebeard, maybe setting him on fire. Let's find out. I'm running into thorns here, by the way. So that's not optimal. But I really want to play with the Pain Forge. And... look at how Nidhogger activates this guy in some ways, in some cool ways. I'm trying to make it a little bigger, but it looks like it's as big as it goes. So Blazebeard is going to, he has got Bloodlust, he's got Piercing, he's got Charge, he's got, you know, this is a powerful card. And I think, oh, come on. I'll give you 11 SPS just to fight me. Because I think the interesting thing there is that it's like, what do you do? Blazebeard with the speed and the execute is amazing. With the Bloodlust, like that is crazy, and that might proc a lot. But then what about blast damage? That's a powerful consideration as well. Nidhogger is going to really open the gates on some cool synergies. Okay, my opponent is kind of a silver champ. So slow goes first. Oh, Trample. Let's get Trample out there. I don't actually know. Like, I feel like... I'm just... I can't even really think about what the synergies are yet. I'm going to be so interested to play tomorrow, because tomorrow after the season ends, I know that we're going to see substantial. I'm going to see a bunch of new combos that I can't access right now. I don't know what to do, and I'm running out of time. Okay. Weapons train. I think I gotta lean on the red because I can't. Oh, I see. I can't play the dwarf because I can't play red. So I can't lean on red because I have no red. It's got taunt too. Interesting. Let's give him a shot. Let's see what we can do with paint. Is there any pain forge? Paint, I don't think I have. Neg. Let's give that a shot. That feels very half-brained, like really haphazard, but I still think it's possible. Let's put the life leech over here on. They're all gonna pull down my umbral, and he's not gonna stay alive fast enough. He's not gonna really heal himself fast enough. But I could go like this and give some extra life to the Venka, and I think I like that. The life leech could prove meaningful. I know I'm quite fast. That's a concern. But so far so good. The taunt distraction has been substantive, and it's allowed me to divide and conquer. Well, that miss was annoying, but we're going to be good. Look at this guy quietly just kicking butt back here. The Reckless on the Craniax is proccing the Pain Forge on the whatever that card was. Let's do that. Let's look at that one more time. I wasn't really paying attention. I'm just going to watch the back line. The Reckless on the Craniax is proccing the Pain Forge on the Shadow Fae. He's up to 3 damage because of Lorcus. When Buddy swings, he's going to go to 4. See? He swung, it damaged, and he went to 4. This guy is going to get out of control real quick. And with the life leech, you see how that's... Watch him sustain himself. He just hit a 5-bomb and give him 2. Right? That's interesting. That's really, really interesting. Reckless with Pain Forge. Of course, that's not new. Like, I know people have been expecting that. I haven't played that. I haven't seen that personally. That was me. You just battled with the repair alias. Good for you, Ian. But good for you, man. That was really smart what you did there with the... because, yeah, I mean, I had to... Every repair was restoring what I was damaging. And if we were 1v1... I'm never going to hit your heart. So well thought out. And then the cleanse too, right? I need to work on my SPS quantity for rewards because I burned a lot to buy packs. Me too, pal. I just bought more. So I bought 920,000 SPS, or rather I went up to 920 from 350. So I bought 600,000 SPS in the last 3 weeks, and mostly between half of it at 1.4 and half of it at 1 cent. And I burned 300,000 of that. No, I burnt 200,000 of that to buy cards. But I'm still at 700. So, 700 is better than where I started. Dragon. I just did my daily surrender watching here. Nice. Everybody needs a good quality daily surrender. Okay, guys. I'm not even close to done. I'm still having too much fun, and I'm going to keep going. But if you're still hanging out, I would appreciate drop the like if you haven't already. 20 likes. Love to see the number go up. Let's do some more battles. These rewards are pretty meaningful. Like I'm seeing 11 SPS per win, and I'm only D3. I think with the card, you know what we got to do? I got to come back into cards, and I got to just go on my summoners. I got to zoom in on my summoners a little bit, because I got to make sure I can level them up. How do I do this? I just want to see summoners. They're there. Archons. Okay, so Archons. I can't bump anybody because that's either them or anything I can do about that? Anything I can do about that? So I got 721,000 SPS right now. I would love, if I had another 10,000 right now, I would just burn it. But I don't, and so we're going to have to make do. We're going to have to make do with what we got. But one last thing. If I come in here and I go item cards, We go gold. See, this is where it gets tempting, and you go like, even though I said earlier, Song Gale isn't. I wouldn't want to sell it. I do not want to sell it for $12. I would, in some ways, be willing to sell it just so I could get a few of those cheap summoners, the Archons. But let's go like this. What I want to do is, I want to rent a few summoners from Modern and Max. I don't need Nitty. I don't need it. Oh, my Kane is tired. I have an Kane, but he's tired. I don't want to spend that. There is no rental market at all for Conclave, is there? Not for the Max anyways. All level 1 BCX 15. What's the highest you can do for me here? Razi? I don't want a level 2. Come on. Show me the highest you got. That's it. I mean, there's just nothing. Like, I'm not gonna waste my time with that. But if I could spend even a couple grand, I would have to get one of these other summoners. Okay, let's keep going. We'll just make do with what we got. We are limping on a half-beaten deck, and we are pulling in SBS. Equalizer. So this is a perfect rule set for my little dwarf who will burn himself, but he's going to have more hit points here. Okay, so let's go there. We'll go fire. I think I need to focus fire on one of these summoners. Like, I need to max them out. One of the summoners needs to get maxed out. Let's go this way, and then let's play the dwarf, because he's going to have equalized hit points. He's going to have bloodlust, and he's going to have extra hit point. And he's going to have life leech, which will offset his own incendiary damage. And then, by the way, we're going to put a dwarf behind him, so he gets shield, which will, I don't know if that'll help the incendiary, but it'll help any thorn damage he might eat. And then we need to put some monster on the field. Ooh, you need to bring let's see. Corrupted healing. Look at that. A corrupted healer with only 3 mana. This is just, I feel like the inept healer is being slept on a little. And then what can we put in the front line? We want the maximum number of hit points to thereby buff my own team. Or we want a real slippery monster in the front line that ultimately, maybe the Blazebeard goes in the front. I don't know if that makes the most sense, but maybe. This is a maybe. Painforge. Or the Reckless, rather. I'm just a little torn. I almost want to pull the... Nah, we just go like this. I think we bring out... so many interesting ways. Let's give that a shot. I just wanted to put the Filthy Scavenger in the front in order to just create a meat shield for the bud. He's got the Corrupted Healer there. He has the Deflect, which is not relevant. Interesting. He's got the Opportunity. Okay, so let's go like this. We want to give Life Leech and Life Leech probably. Are they going to nuke him? They're going to do 2, 4, 6, 8. I think they're going to nuke him. I think we're better off going like that, because I just think he's going to die in the first round anyways. So if I had given him, he would have been up to 4. Bloodlust. Corrupted Healing, pretty much resurrected my Blazebeard. And Blazebeard is bloodlusting everywhere by now, by the way. Personally responsible for deleting the entire team. Oh, yeah. Blazebeard, well, money well spent. Money well spent. He literally killed everybody on the field. He's at 10 damage output. And that was a 13 SPS win. We're going to just cram that square peg into every round hole we see. Wands out. Okay, okay. So I got red-green options. Let's go that way. The Corrupted Healing would be good, but is that my only option? Opportunity with the Pain Forge. What about... I feel like this is a bit of a underwhelming lineup so far. Oh, I got a Shield Forge on the Virid. I didn't know that. I don't know if I like this one so much. Oh, hang on. Pain Forge. And then Wreck. How do you spell Reckless? There is no Reckless. Okay. So I'm going to double Pain Forge on the fire magic monsters. Interesting. Do I have any electrifieds? No. Do I have any incendiary? No. I'm going to pull away from the green for a beat and see what we could do with blue black. No. Ah, black red. That's even better. Boom. Oh, I got double Corrupted Heals. Double. Is that worth it? I actually don't know. Pain Forge, do I have any Reckless? No, no Reckless. I don't know if the double Pain Forge makes sense. Or sorry, the double Corrupted Healing makes sense. Because I think, you know, at the end of the round, it's only going to, yeah, it's going to heal you maximally anyways. One of them will. There is no armor, but you don't have Void. That's too bad. Everything's off a little bit with this setup. I think we do need the speed from this little guy. And then we just bring out some hit points. There's so many calculations my mind is doing as I prepare for that battle. Like, it's like, which is this one, is that one? What one makes the most sense? And I frankly just don't know if I'm making the right choices. But he's got double silence out there. He's got one silence, and I just have no big hitters. And he's got the tank heal with the big hit points. So this card alone, Zargul, with 11 hit points, is going to hold it down. He's got too many hit points and not enough damage incoming. And we are Dundee on this one. Just skip that one. Canada 804 got 7.6 SPS on it. Let's go again. Dragon, I'm playing rank 2, so we might end up meeting up. Maybe we will. Was that you, Canada? Dragon? I know you're a Canuck too. Jim, good to see you, pal. I see you got your modem fixed. Dude, I had to like wrestle a TELUS employee to the ground and make him give me a new one. They said 2 to 5 business days. 5 business days is like an eternity, especially when I literally make content for the internet. And also my wife is a counselor, so she helps people online too sometimes. And so, yeah, we needed to get that modem. If you're going to ram it in, make sure you spit. Oh, the Captain Morgan. Askew, why is your Dark Arborist only level 1? Everything is burnt to the ground because of survival. I thought I set things aside using the survival, like don't use it functionality, but I obviously did that wrong because some amazing cards that I tried to set one of my, the best of every single one of my cards. Don't use it in survival. That's what I tried to set up. Apparently I didn't do it. I did something wrong. Level 2s, we got a strong chance. We got 33 mana to work with. Born Again. Yeah, you know, oh, fire's not available. Quit messing around with me, game. Okay, hang on a second now. Skychonk to the rescue. And then we got any Pain Forgers? What's the Pain Forge sitch? No! Skychonk. You disappoint me. Armor Strike. Yeah, but you're not going to be able to unless you're in the flank position, and I don't want you in the flank position. So that's a no for me. It's a no for me, dog. I think we could bring out Tidal Subnomus because the repair is worth it, and it's only 3 mana. This is my first. I didn't know she had rear cleanse. I'm happy to have that. Big time. That's a big time one. Now, what about Weapon Train? What do I have? Okay. And you got Opportunity? Okay. Yeah, that's worth it. Now I'm putting a Weapon Train on my Nimbleduke as well as giving it a second, an attack from the second as well. Now we got 5. I'm running out of steam here. There's things that I'd love to play Leolin, but my mana's a little light. I think maybe we get him out there, and then how about we just look for a 3 mana monster? Maybe, probably. The problem is the Argorux Magus with only the 2, but it's got, here's the thing with that card. It's got 6 hit points, and the Bloodless can meaningfully add up, and it's only 3. So let's see what we do there. The only thing I didn't really look at, and again, how does one calculate all these things? Scavenge would have been really helpful. I feel good about my outlooks with Kalia level 1 over here. Probably we go that way with the Armor Strike. We got 1 repair. I think, yeah. Let's make that happen. Boom. The repair would have been helpful and maybe would have provided more sustain, but I don't think sustain is the problem. I think we're just going to roll. We're going to steamroll. Doombot 75 here is going to get eaten. Gobble, gobble. The piercing, too, just double delete. Oh, you know what would have been interesting? Giving Argorux piercing and Armor Strike. Because it has Bloodlust. That would be interesting. I don't know if you ever... I know for a fact that Oscu, who's in the chat, likes this card. Have you ever done that, Oscu? You ever done the Argorux from the second position using a flank monster like Silverblade Fighter to create the Argorux can attack from the second position with the Armor Strike? That seems like that would have been an impactful play, or could be an impactful play, maybe in a low mana match, because you're talking 7 from the Summoner, 8 from the Silverblade, and 3 from the Argorux. You know, that's 11, 18. 18 mana could do that. And that alone, honestly, that alone might be enough to do something. I kind of want to, I'm going to see if I can make that play happen. We can't do it right now, but you see red, don't you? So if we see red, then we send the Dwarf. Now, do we do Lorcus for the Life Leech, or do we Nidhogger for the Blast Execute? They're so crazy. They're both so crazy. Let's go Lorcus. Life Leech seems like it'll be really helpful to counteract that, And then let's bring Inept because she's so cheap. And she means well. She means well, guys. Come on. Don't pick on her. And then something like that could be interesting in the front because it's like a cheap, pretty meaningful melee monster tank. But I actually maybe like him better, maybe. For all things considered, he's more sustainable because of the void armor. So we're going to lean that way. Unless we see something even better. I still have a few mana to work with that I don't really exactly need. I'm tempted to put the Mana Warden in again, just to give myself that shield on the... Because the Blaze Beard is my win condition. Like, that's how we win this game. So that's what we're doing unless I see like some 2-mana beasts or 1-mana beasts that I'm just not really observing. No. 3. Yeah. This is not doing much except applying a shield, and that shield might literally be everything I need. The Life Leech on the Blazebeard should probably help it stay alive. He's got the Resurgence over here. He only has level 2. He's got the Poison Burst, which he's probably going to put the Poison Burst on that, which is going to... So that's interesting. Let's make sure we get the Life Leech in there, and we get the Life Leech... Do we put it there? With 5 damage... I think we put it there. I think he actually... I don't know that I'm going to go down very easy. I think my 2 are going to sustain and keep fighting. And then the Corrupted Healer will do even more healing as the Life Leech starts to do what it needs to do. I think we win this one. He's got a maxed out Summoner, but he doesn't have a maxed out... Well, he has pretty maxed out. Like, most things are pretty maxed out. Like this one, and this one. Poison Burst on my... Ooh, the Incendiary and the... Oof, the Thorn got... I got the blood, but I got Poison and Incendiary. It's too much. I burnt myself and... See, what... The self-resing... A couple things happened there. The self-resing Oridum, which is on the market black foil, courtesy of Oscu for $3,500 US. It has the Resurrect, which self-resurrects once per battle with 100% health and armor. All magic debuffs are removed and all magic debuffs are reapplied. That's really, 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 really good. That's an amazing ability. And that is a strong main tank. And then so that did its thing, which applied poison damage on my Inept Healer, which hurt. And then it also applied... I think on my Blazebeard. But anyways, that in conjunction with the 5 bombs that were raining down on me from the Kazi Conjurer, plus the Incendiary sped pretty fast, we ended up losing. Fun though. Fun, my opponent had a strong team, a reasonably strong deck, and that was a fun match to throw down. Jim says I would have fought him too. Yeah. Give me my internet. Quit fooling around. Dragon, I just play as Dragon. Okay, Canadians taking over. Absolutely. Canada for the win. Dragon, thanks for the stream, hanging out, Dwayne. I gotta run. Appreciate you, pal. Touch grass before the Oilers game. Oh, lucky you. Okay, enjoy the game, pal. Have a good night. Let's see. Going the distance, archery only. This is a bit of a standard play, so I'm moving a bit quicker this time. I went Risk-Cal because I know it, and then I immediately grabbed my Blackmoor Trickster and my Drybone, which are both solid cards, and I probably am going to go that way. Look at this card. I haven't really checked this one out yet. Rare 11 hit point 2 armor taunt. With Corrosive Ward and Poison, whatever that thing is called. This is cool. The Headwinds. But for 10 mana, though. Taunt and the Bloodline Tribute. So all dwarves. Interesting. I think... I'm really torn here. I think just maximizing my damage is probably like just putting out whoever is gonna. I like the slow and the camo and the 7. So let's go there. And then let's just put out some of these 2s to create some space for my back lines. And then he's my only 3. Yeah. I think that makes more sense with that 7 mana rather than putting out, for instance, 1 more, maybe heavier hitter. I think that makes sense. Let's give that a go. He's got a cane. Ooh, he's got Rick Launamon, which probably eats me. But we can taunt down Rick Launamon. He has 4 speed. He's gonna kill my front lines really quickly. And you got double strike over here too, which is nasty. But if we can just kill you and then delete you, you fall to the front, and I think we win. I don't know if I can do that because you're actually going to hit me pretty hard with your cane. You got 2 ambushes, so you're going to hit double strike, and you're going to hit double strike, and you're going to kill my whole team and before I even go, probably. Okay. That is huge. Let's go. The taunt didn't actually win me that. Check this out. Because my ambush lands on here. Check this out. So my ambush for my Drybone Bowdog hits the Rick Launamon, which was pretty critical. It was crucial to that win. And it is why I broke his armor. It's why he ended up dying when he died. It's why the Dahlia didn't get another double strike round. It's the only reason I won, I think. But then this is a scatter shot, so the taunt was not observed by the scatter shot. It just happened to land there, and that was crucial. That hit there was so crucial. Let's see. I want to watch it one last time. He's got 7 hit points. My close range monster too, by the way, hit. Actually, I would have been okay. I would have been okay either way, I think. Yeah, but that was a timely little scatter shot, landing where exactly where I wanted in the ambush round. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I think so. The Argarux in the second spot using the flank and the armor strike. Snowball, it's good to see you. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Everybody who's hanging out. We had a big day. I'm fired up about Splinterlands right now. This is a 2 hour and 20 minute stream so far because I've been playing and I opened packs and I'm talking about the marketplace and I'm talking about, what cards are available. I've got tons of videos already queued up just so you guys know. Just have a little sneak peek of this. I've got 3 videos queued up. I got one called Insane Luck, best pack opening ever. That's a 5-minute clip from a 1 hour opening where I just blew the lid off luck. Another one called The Game Within the Game, turn pennies into power, mage wagons equal free future cards. And a third one called This Card Doesn't Exist Except in My Collection. And so those are 3 fun videos coming down the pipe. So we got Blast. We got Lost Legendaries. Okay. But we didn't lose our epics, did we? We didn't lose our epics. Do you know what that means, people? If we didn't lose our epics, then we didn't lose our Blazebeard. Triage. No, we don't get any triage. What about... I don't think I have any Pain Forge. I'm still figuring this out. Pain Forge. Okay, I do. So we go you over there. You right there. Let's just lean into the Pain Forge. You only have 5 hit points? No, we gotta put some more meat. We gotta put some more meat on the field here somehow, some way. Keep coming up with monkey shit like everything's today. Umbral elementals. Swiftness could be helpful. The taunt could be nice as an interesting distraction. Deflection shield, largely irrelevant. I feel like I'm running out of time. Let's put you up front. Actually, I just threw in one last archer on the back line just because it didn't fit and I ran out of time. But I threw the Cave-Wise Wanefinder, which is not leveled up, but he's got the Reckless, so he's gonna proc a Pain Forge on the Vicious Giraffe, and so will the Incendiary over here. I'm gonna burn myself out, or I'm gonna go down massively swinging. Let's do it this way. We want Life Leech on those two. He's got 3 speed. He's going to shatter. Yeah, this is interesting. The Vicious Giraffe is going to punch first, shattering all of the Udric's armor. Then the Blazebeard is going to follow up. He's going to Life Leech 3. To my knowledge. Based on the speeds, and actually these magic monsters will fire first. I don't know what's going to happen. Blazebeard, win it for me. Go. Oh yeah, he's got Blast too. I forgot about that. Everyone's got Blast. Can we? What's going to happen here? I'm melting. We're melting. That miss is annoying, by the way. Yeah, I mean, that's game. Probably that one miss. Did I miss in the first round also? Because the Udric didn't go down. Let's go skip battle, and then I lost, of course, but let's see that again. Did my Udric miss in the first round? Because look at his Udric does not go down, which means I think my Blazebeard misses right. So it should be piercing damage for 5 right now. My speed is 2. I gotta bring in more speed manipulation. That's part of this. And also he has the... See, that miss is annoying. So both rounds we missed. He has a blind somewhere? He really only has speed. He has the 1 speed manipulation. And no blind. I mean, not saying I would have won if I killed the Udric, because he still had a lot of hit points, but it feels like that probably didn't play out the way it usually maybe would have. That's okay. That is okay. When did the Mage Wagon start rolling again? I think it's like a month or so, like 30, 40 days. I don't know this for sure. I think it's like June. I'm pretty sure 30, 40 days. Ram the square peg. You got it, pal. Edward Joel. Hey, I'm a fit. That was a good game. I got you. Edward Joel, saw you in joint live chat. Good, glad, man. Glad. Cold ass, good to see you, man. Edward, hey. Okay, we got here. Phoenix Rising, 3100. So he's got a team. And he's not sitting on a bunch of... He's got a Manta Roth, too. He's like... He's not swinging on half... He's not pulling into the end of the season on fumes like me. So... Not feeling great about this one, but we'll put our best foot forward. Armor... There is no armor, which is also annoying from EMP's perspective. Let's see. Let's see what we could do with Nidhogger. Magic Reflect. So let's see. Hmm. Hmm. I think I'm going to play with this setup just because it's what I've already looked at and I'm already half out of my time. But I don't know if I love it, but I'm not. I don't think this is impossible. We got some solid cards. Solid, maybe not amazing. What can we do? 6. We got 6 left. I think we just got to put out the stunner maybe. Oh, we need speed manipulation. We've seen too many times the speed manipulation is... I'd rather have speed manipulation. Maybe I bring that. I don't know. I'm not certain this is the right play. Like I kind of want that speed manipulation. The headwinds could be interesting, especially since the magic reflects out there but I bet he plays Mantaroth. Why wouldn't he? Well, there's no armor strike actually. So he's probably not playing the Mantaroth. The stun could be very valuable and I maybe should be doing that instead of the Kai. Ooh, he's got the Grammel. I have the Grammel too. I have a Grammel level 3. I have a Grammel level 3, but he's sleeping because of friggin' survival. Okay, let's give the speed. Now. So we want speed and execute? Speed and execute. Probably. Oh, he's gonna... Speed and execute, speed and execute. I got a taunt back here. I'm going to do it like that. I got the taunt. Hopefully the taunt really slows down what he's able to do. Like the Sirenth. Let's see. Because I'm vulnerable. But so is he. The scatter shot almost put some real pain on me. And I think we're good now. The taunt was the right play. The dragon speed is so crazy. 6 and 7. And I only have a level 2 Vanka. But the level 2 Vanka with execute, piercing, charge, oppress, 5. That's a card. Okay, let's keep it going. Keep it going. It's turning into a rank grind video. Modern rank grind even. Which is not one I often do, but that's okay. Splinterlands says you have no more opponents that can match you. Match your ability. Guys, I'd love to see in the chat if you have any recommendations on who had the best rips, the best pack rips, best pack openings. I actually want to see those clips. If you see them on X or on Discord or on YouTube or wherever, I'd love to see which content creators really saw the craziest things. I'm pretty convinced that my 5-minute video, which is coming out soon, is going to be maybe among them because that 10 pack was crazy. But I want to see other people too. I want to see them all get it. I saw Keys pull a gold foil legendary in like his few packs, and that was cool. I think you got that little the Taylor Swift. Kramer himself. Giggity. Okay, and he's got some solid Rebellion monsters to work with. Okay. I have some good mana to work with, which gives me some hope. Only items with monsters with 5 or more hit points. Trample is possible, which makes me kind of want to go and put Trample in play. Yeah, okay. Let's do it. Morgan said, make it happen. We make it happen. Oh yeah, we got Pain Forge up front there. I feel like the Pain Forge play is like not the most logical because the Incendiary is it burns too hot. So I'm gonna just go ahead and let's just really go as nuclear as we can with respect to as much damage as we can. These are my heavy hitters. What do we do? Who do we put? I don't really have like a main tank exactly. Like, yeah, Solosh is like, I guess, the main tank right now in terms of what I have access to. I'm torn, guys. I'm real torn. Okay, let's put that there. And then what about, I kind of want to throw Venka back out there. I may or may not regret that. I feel like it's a strong team. Let's see. My opponent has a max, like Bro is a max Faith with low level everything else. I think we're good. So now do we do Blast? He doesn't have Blind. He doesn't have any way to make my second line vulnerable. He doesn't have a huge amount of speed manipulation or anything like that. So I think I'm going to be cruising. The question is, do we do Execute or do we do Blast? I think we do Execute. And no, we do Blast. We're going to do Blast. Oh, Blast. I thought I just committed to something. Okay, so I put Blast on the Night Reaper, on the Rush Townsend, and on the Blazebeard. On the Blazebeard, obviously, because of the Bloodlust. On here, because of the Ambush. On here, because of the Wing Break and the Wing Targeting. And that's going to hit the Molten Elemental and therefore Blast out. So let's see how that works. I think we're going to be just fine. The Grammel. Oh, everything looks... Earlier, it looked like everything was a level 1. And yet, everything is much higher than that. So I'm confused by that. But anyways, I still think we're going to be okay. The shapeshifters are all getting void, including the Grammel the Hunger, which prevented the Wing from, from the Wing Break Blast turning into what I was hoping it would be. But look at that Bloodlust. How's that for, like, Kramer probably spent $5 grand on these cards and to pull out a pack like that, and we just go ahead and snowball over with like 4. I said probably 4,000 on cards. So well played. Let's get another one. Rank grinds make sense. Rank grind makes sense. New set dropped. Absolutely. People's Guild, good to see you, pal. First 1258 live in years. Appreciate you coming through, man. Jangles, appreciate you. Oh, my wife's here, guys. The dog will be freaking out for what, 10 seconds. Hey, babe. And people were saying Nidhogger is the least OP Archon. I know. People were crapping all over on Nidhogger. I think he's... You know, I said it then, and I'll say it again. Like, when there's a card you feel is totally underpowered, you just got to wait and see what'll happen with it. Like, there's especially a summoner, especially an airdrop summoner that the game designed. Like, they're not going to let that thing just be a nothing card. Same with EMP was, you know, one of the cheaper ones, and now he's not. So, wait for the waves. Understand that the game changes. Recognize that the meta is evolving. Let's keep leaning in there. Oh no, you know what? With white and blue being available, we probably need to go EMP. No we don't. Let's go like this. Armor Strike. Oh, that surprises me. I thought I had more than that. Blue? Armor Strike. Yeah, we bring you out. See, this is crazy. I have a max level card of this, and it's awesome. And it should be crushing right now, but it can't because I only have a level 1, which is annoying. Do you have reckless? No. Okay. Boom, boom. And then we need, do you have reach? So I need a main tank on the front line. Who is that going to be? I'll bring you for the repair. And then I got lots of dodge, demoralize. This is still a quality tank, even at level 1. That's kind of nuts that this card can play at level 1. Let's see if am I better to do Commander Slate at level 1 with 5 armor and 8 hit points, or am I better to do Solas Ashinak at max level with, you know, archery reflect and all these different things? I think it's probably the level 1 Commander Slate. Let's find out how it goes. He's got the tofu, and he's got the thorns, obviously. He's got the Mantaroth. I don't like my odds because of the thorns from the tofu and my focus on physical damage. But I could do blast damage on my own. Is that the play? We'll put blast there. Let's give that a shot and see how that works. I don't know if it's the play. I don't know. It might have been speed that was more appropriate. He doesn't have the True Strike on his Manta, so I might have really enjoyed that speed, but the blast seemed too valuable. Like right there. We nearly killed the Venka. And we're going to kill the Palace with blast in round 2. Yeah, I feel like the blast is turning out to be the thing. And look at the level 1 Commander Slate holding his own against, well, level 1 Mantaroth, so it's not like it's insanity or anything. This new the modern meta is so different. Also, this moment at the end of the season where everyone is burning their cards in survival and everyone's limping across the finish line is so interesting. And we're going to pull it out. If my War Wall was maxed out or my Commander Slate, we would have just devoured. Like there's 12 SPS on that one. We're still in D3. Ripping 12 SPS for wins with cards that are level 1. Level 1 common reward cards. Yeah, my summoners are maxed out, but, you know, that's pretty cool. I never thought like that because of the blast. I know the power of Zaku. Absolutely. Nidhogger always had his sort of place. I loved him. I had him at level 3 and I tried to play him regularly. He was the only one of the summoners that I got a gold foil of. And so I love him and I've always loved him. I thought he looks cool too, by the way. But yeah, people just, you know, he wouldn't necessarily win. But to me, I've featured and maybe celebrated the squirrel more than anybody else too. Most people say tofu and they just forget about everybody else. It's like famous sports. Like when you talk NHL, Dragon was talking NHL earlier with the Edmonton Oilers in the playoffs. You know, you look at Wayne Gretzky, he's so far and above better that like people just sleep on guys like Mario Lemieux or Brett Hull or, you know, there's some amazing, or Jeremy Roenick, like some people, or even some modern players, you go like, yeah, but Wayne Gretzky had 216 points and he did over 200 points 3 times. Like people go, that's kind of tofu. Tofu is exceptional and 70% win rates, but yeah, these other cards are amazing too in their own right, in their own way, if you recognize what they can do and you use them in that lane. Do we keep doing Nid? Yeah. Let's keep doing the Niddy. What can we do for high level here? So I love this. Do I have any Martyr? I actually don't know what is available to me in Modern and what isn't exhausted. So it looks like I have no Martyr. Dragon is a good choice. I mean, Dragon Egg Forager is a good choice. Cyrinthe is a good choice. Another wing break. The Fenmore Wood Troll is a common card with wing break, blind, and head, and this is only at halfway. Like this card, why is this card so cheap? Let's just go hard. Like I'm double taunting over here. Double taunt. No resurrects, no resurgences. Okay. And I think I just need some melee, some meat shield in the front. So probably the Solash, which I just paid like $3 per BCX, by the way, recently. Cheap card. Tempted to go that way and let the taunts allow the armor strike to work. Or that way. Or rage. Do we go? I never play this rage card. I'm just gonna try. I just want to try this rage card out. I'm running out of time, I know. Let's give that a shot. Rage in the front line with the huge hit points and the taunt distraction in the back line. That's what we're doing here. And then, yeah, cool. So we can blast damage with the magic. What's the play here? Speed with the execute or the blast. He has no flyers, which means I can't use the. I gotta think. I can't talk. I can't narrate this whole thing. I gotta act. Boom, boom, boom. Let's try that. Let's try that. So I gave this speed out, and I gave it to my front line and my back line. My taunt monster might avoid with its dodge. Look at that. He deleted that card. Just gobble, gobble. Now he has level. Everything's level 1, but okay. I didn't really see that. I didn't notice everything was level 1. I'll take it. Look at this scavenge, level 1, 15 hit points. What a card. To have 15 hit points by the time it reaches the front line is crazy for a level 1 card. Diamond 1, let's open some rewards. Confirm. Reveal all. Let's go. That's awesome. I don't have my max legendary set, so I'll take it, man. I don't think my Sergeant Grauzral is maxed out. Let's quickly have a look at that. Rebellion, reward, Conclave, Court. Now, Reg, legendary. No, see, I'm not maxed out. And I need 3 more, so that's okay. Cool, let's keep going. Let's see. Let's play a couple more battles. I'm gonna have to wrap up pretty quick. Bolt is gonna be very fun summer, that is for sure. Just like the Californians say, can't wait for those massive waves. But I'm not talking about the sea waves, just talking about a big player base wave. Absolutely, Bolts. Snowballs, surfs up for soon, Bolts. Absolutely. I really believe that's possible, especially not just because Conclave is exciting, not just because everyone is talking and you see the buzz and you like you guys are hanging out today, middle of the day, because you recognize how exciting it is. But then there's the black foils and the gold foils and as those drop, that's going to keep being this thing of this constant carrot to drag attention. And then SPS is already appreciating from 5/10 of a penny 60 days ago to almost a penny and a half. That's big. And then if we get to 5, that'll draw more eyeballs. And this stuff is more and more like they synergize together. As the SPS goes up, the player base goes up. As the player base goes up, the SPS goes up, and so on. Land surfing soon. I hope so, man. Koldaz, I am seeing my account with these L1 cards. Okay, let's play a couple more matches. My throat's starting to hurt. I think it's almost 3 hours. Yeah, we're pushing on 3. And my throat is starting to hurt. Let's do 3 more matches and we'll see what we get. And just if you've been hanging out this time, guys, just thanks so much for hanging out. 28 concurrent viewers, 28 likes. You guys are huge. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. You know what? Let's just say goodbye after this one. We'll watch. Let's let this be our final match, and then we'll move on from there. Okay, we got 49. Oh, and you know what we're doing? Because we got fire, we're throwing the dwarf. Now, do we do Lorcus with the life leech, or is the equalizer enough? The true strike could be interesting. No, you know what? We need to give... Yeah. I feel like he doesn't have trample. That's the other side of it. So with Lorcus, you could give him trample, or you can give him life leech. Trample is pretty interesting. That could just go... That could go bananas. So let's go... Let's trigger... Painforge and Reckless. That's what I want to do here. Painforge. 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 And then... Okay, okay. So now do we bring... So I think this is it. Buried at the back line is the Blazebeard. We got one Reckless in the middle of two magic monsters that both have Painforge, and then Bro over here's got Painforge, and he's gonna be maybe incendiaried. I kind of think we go like this. Look at this. This is a real. Do I even have it? They're all love it except for Lorcus. This is a completely Conclave Arcana set. Let's end it here. We're going, look at this, level 3 Elias Max Pruitt with a strong account. He's got strong cards on the field. Level 6 Silver Blade, level 5 Commander Slade, which is going to attack with the Armor Pierce from the second round, from the second spot because of the, so he's a strong team, and he's got Venka and everything. But I have Conclave cards. Let's see how it works. I want Trample on Bro, and then I want Trample on the Giraffe. I think this is gonna watch. I think the Vicious Giraffe is gonna get Painforged from Cave Wise, and you're gonna find that he's gonna be pretty nasty, speed wise, damage wise. I might have really needed the life leech, and that might have been an oversight. Let's find out together. Painforge already. We're up to 4. Oh, he did crazy damage. 10 with the Armor Pierce. Okay, we're bloodlusting. Yeah. I still don't. Yeah, it's over. What could have happened if I life leech on those monsters instead of pain? I think we're still done. There was too much damage from you. I love that play, by the way. Well done to my opponent. The Commander Slate in the second round, second spot with the Silver Blade Fighter using the flank and the protect for the 10 damage from the Armor Pierce and the Armor Strike. So well done, guys. I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you so much for hanging out today. You guys are awesome. I hope you're enjoying Conclave like I am. I hope you're enjoying Splinterlands like I am. And stay tuned for more content. Check out videos that are coming out tonight at midnight and tomorrow and every other day this week, because content is plethora that is available when there is so many cool things to look at. Okay, guys, have an awesome day. Bye for now.